Hi.
Hi.
Hey. Speaking of.
It's Wednesday.
It is Wednesday, my dude.
It's not Sunday?
Or it's Sunday,
Wednesday.
depending on when you watch this. We are either in the future or present right now.
Oh,
So,
that looks so cool.
you know, we'll see. But welcome to all. This is our stream, the 5th episode. You guys are energetic today.
Sorry, I just got a new dice, and
Surprising.
now I'm like gotta stare at it. We've gotten so many new dice this week.
We're not used
All
to
right.
playing on
Well,
weekdays.
you know what? Fine.
I feel like I should show the world.
For everyone,
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna need you to go ahead and roll it in front of the map cam here.
Oh, it's so close to the 20.
that totally counts.
Where did you get that die from?
Olivia made it.
Oh my
made
god.
That's what I was saying. Look at it.
It is.
It's made out of sprinkles.
It's made out of happiness and joy.
And because they're
You guys can see that? It is made out
We're
of
gonna go back.
sprinkles.
That's fun.
Wow.
I
How
want to
did
make
you
a
do
whole
that?
set.
We'll talk about this later. Here you go.
Same black magic that sealed the Dungeon Devs Chaos Conductor's contract.
Got it.
Remember when
The
you found it
Fae.
in your blood?
The Sealy Fae.
Yeah. You think, okay, alright.
All right.
I'm gonna use this too. Special.
Welcome to the 5th episode of the 2nd chapter of our campaign. We are a bunch of average people playing a chaotic and awesome game. And if you are watching today, then we will have another episode of Air D&D dropping tomorrow at noon. Oh yeah.
Ooh.
Fixing a little bit? Yeah.
that better?
Okay. Cool.
We'll see.
Okay.
In a second.
Cool. I feel it's good.
That's good over there.
Yeah, it's good. And beyond Air D&D, but beyond the episode that's dropping tomorrow, Thursday at noon, or that dropped already, and why haven't you listened to it yet, Sunday people, depending on when you're watching this, go check it out. I'm not going to spoil anything, but just stay on top of our social media, and we will post all about it,
Yeah.
and we'll be good to go. Now,
What's my-
I'd like to thank our sponsors.
We remembered.
You did it! So
I'd like to
proud.
thank our sponsors. First we have Dungeon Depths, where you can find all of your D&D apparel needs, and
Yep.
Chaos Conductors merch. Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And we also, you can find them at dungeondepths.store.
Nice!
Yeah?
Hey!
Okay.
Yay.
I'm learning.
You
Or
are
I think from our
good
website.
job, bud. Yeah, that's true. You can just have a link on our website.
Or you can go to chaosconductors.com and you'll see an option there.
Yeah.
Yep.
An option related to Dungeon Devs. And our second sponsor, Ambient Realms. If you are ever looking for ambient RPG sounds and sound effects for your table, Ambient Realms is the place to go.
Neat.
And I think
Alright.
with that, we are prepared to get into the 5th episode
How
Chapter
fun.
2?
of Chapter 2.
They're going so fast.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
What's going so fast?
The episode.
Going
the
Time.
episode counts.
Plan once a week, am I
Marches
right?
forward.
We just beat this now. We're on episode
I know.
5.
You're 5 episodes later already.
Yeah.
Crazy.
It's probably, I think it's like 2 days later.
And
Though.
all we've done
Yeah.
is just like hang out in Stonehaven.
It is 2 days later.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's fine. It's fine.
It's 2 long days.
Yeah.
More
Okay.
campaign time.
A lot of shit has gone down.
So, last time on Shadows of Zethris, last episode, the first thing that you guys did was you rented out like a couple of rooms at the Gills Loft. And after deciding what you guys were going to do like the next day, Virian, you had a bit of an interesting dream.
It was interesting.
You saw visions, and you were encountered again by an entity known as Aram that you named yourself. Having seen this entity only one other time when you had died. Beyond that, when you woke up, the next thing you guys did was visited Tatiana's mother. has had some interesting conversation there and found out that she is also currently on the run from Kangron. Found out that she has a past with them. And lastly, you made your way to the Queen to ask, some questions. You also went to visit Dane.
That was before all of that.
That was the first
Most importantly, you visited
In terms
Dane,
of chronological order.
the map maker,
Most importantly,
to get some maps made. And yeah, then eventually you made your way to the Queen, asked her some questions about Agora and other things that were on your mind. And the Queen has now left, leaving you with the room to yourselves, the office that you were sitting in, and the information that you now have.
Told us we can hang out in the castle.
And she said that you could stay here as long as you want. You can talk, do whatever. And then she departed. So that is where we will be picking up. And the floor is now yours. Put on your immersion caps.
Well, he's not here, so I'm like...
Luke's not there
Really?
either.
He's the only one that puts on the immersion cap.
You just did it, though.
I
I
have
did.
an
Thank you.
Somebody had
Thank
to, because Luke's not here.
I appreciate it.
Squeak.
Are you a mouse?
I am a mouse.
You hear the sound coming from your hood as Virion is still a mouse in your hood.
Look, oh.
Don't drop me, okay.
I've
I've seen that before.
Now, luckily, there was a table. He didn't just drop you.
Okay. Is there food on the table?
There isn't any food on the table. I'm sorry.
What kind of table is this?
Not even very small food. Okay.
So as you guys are sitting in silence, I mean,
Well, it's...
do you guys want to do anything next, or did you want to discuss the events that had just unfolded? If not, what would you guys like to do?
So we had just spoken to her about Kangron and Agora, right?
Yep.
Right.
And the potential for buying buying a keep.
Oh yeah. Oh. Well.
As fun as this is, I'm gonna go... We have the castle to ourselves. I'm gonna go fuck around.
I have to go see Dean.
Oh, that's right. You have those plans.
Yeah. I have to make those maps.
Yeah, those maps are really important. Let us know how that goes. If you need any backup
Don't call me.
for the maps.
I
Just
don't
tell
think
me.
I don't think I need backup.
Okay.
Don't shake his hand this time. If you're going to hold it, just hold it still.
Yeah, like Tatiana showed me.
Yep.
You got this.
Okay.
Okay. Then are you leaving? Let's see. She walks out the door. You leaving as well?
You wanna come?
Sure. Where are you going?
I don't know. I'm trying to go find some trouble to get into.
As usual.
Pick up Virion.
Oh.
Virion, what do you think we should do next? I'm gonna put my finger in front of his nose. One nose tap for build a fortress. 2 nose taps for visit Sumiko's family. 3 nose taps for try and destroy the locket.
Tuffy.
For a mouse.
Feel like a lab rat.
What do you want to do today?
I'd be too proud to answer this
Or rather,
question.
brain.
I'll do 2 nose taps.
Okay.
2 nose taps.
What was 2 nose taps?
Visit
Sumiko's
Agora.
family. Visit Agora. seems like she could use some closure with all that. You're right. One nose tap if you want to go get into trouble with Val. 2 nose taps if you want to. Okay, let's go. I'll put him on my shoulder and then go after Val.
Okay.
Every time.
I'd say at this point you can kind of see him halfway down the hall. You can easily catch up with him. You're pretty, you're a little fast.
I'm a little fast.
You're a little fast.
I'm a little fast. It's true.
What trouble are you trying to get into?
Be a little
Go to the
fast
throne room.
is what it's called. Right?
Huh?
Go to the throne room.
Oh God.
Okay. Okay. As you get there, you can see that there are 2 guards that are just standing on both sides of the door.
These fucks.
What do you want to do?
Wait, do I recognize either of the guards?
No.
Okay. Fine.
But they are both half-orcs.
Fuckers. Is there something important going on in there?
I don't know. I'm just here to guard.
So what are you guarding?
I mean, the door. There's some kind of meeting going on.
So there is something going on.
I guess.
Is the queen in there?
No.
Oh.
Said she had something else to go to.
So who's having a meeting?
Who are you?
I'm a friend of the queen's.
What's your name? I know all of her friends.
Val. Probably her best friend, actually.
Make a deception check.
Hi. 26.
26. Okay.
You don't look like someone who would lie to me.
This face? Never.
I mean, even us, skin tones are kind of similar. I've never seen an elf as gray as you are. You have some orc in you.
No.
Oh. Well, what's her favorite color?
Gray. Purple. Yellow.
How did you know?
See? We're best friends.
The guard that's like standing next to him is like,
Who are you talking to this guy? Listen, we can't let you in.
Even if I was invited. I have a stamp of approval from the queen.
Let's see it.
I'll pull up the
Same one.
the same one.
with the letter and everything?
Yeah.
Okay. Refresh my memory.
It was when we had to get access to the castle the first time, and we had Elvis get all of us the stamp of approvals to get into the castle.
Okay. Then I'll say just make a persuasion check. What are you 3 doing at this time?
Watching.
You said persuasion?
Yeah.
20 not natural.
20 not natural. Okay. I would say that he kind of takes it, examines it, and as he's looking at it, the first guard just snatches it.
This looks really good to me.
Because it is good.
It's good.
I know.
All right. He opens the doors.
I look back at the group, I'm like, let's go to our meeting.
Why do you want to be in there at all?
We'll discuss that later. And I walk in.
Okay. You can see that the tables that were on the side on the sides of the throne room, where there was like different kinds of foods that were laid across. Those tables are now pushed together in the middle of the room, and there are easily about 40 different elves that are sitting at the table.
What kind of elves?
It's a mixture.
Are there any dark elves?
No.
Okay.
There's wood elves, high elves, and elves with kind of different complexions that you haven't really seen often.
As soon as he opens the doors,
Can I
I'm
catch
gonna
his arm real quick? I'd be like, these people might recognize me
We'll change your look.
in front of the gods.
They're stupid. They let me in. Just do it on the fly. Change your hair color or something. I don't know.
Are you guys thinking?
Yeah, I was saying that.
Yeah.
So-
Sorry, yes.
Okay. I'm just going to turn to the guards. I hope you guys are having the best day.
All right, I put
And
that
I'm gonna pull them in for a little group hug. If they'll
Put
let
that on
me.
while they're hugging the monk.
Yeah.
Yep.
The first guard
I'm not going to be
Just-
fiddling this time.
truly embraces it, kind of picks you up off the ground. So nice to be hugged. The other guard kind of like shuffled out of the way. Doesn't really like to be touched.
But is distracted.
He's not looking at
Unsettled.
really anything.
I could tell you needed a hug. And then I look at the other guard, and I could tell you really need a hug, but it's okay if you're not ready for that right now. And I'll follow them inside.
Okay. So
The
it's
queen recognized Sibylline, right?
Uh-huh.
Okay, we're not going to be her this time.
Who are you gonna be?
Hi, from the brothel.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep, Marie.
Yeah, Marie.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Maui.
Marie?
Maui. Okay.
Mm.
So you're going to be.
High elf. I didn't decide what she looked like.
Now's the best time.
What do you look like?
We'll say brown hair instead of red hair. And we'll say she's got paler skin instead of the golden skin. Yeah.
Okay. Cool. Then you pop that on.
Lady.
And turn into this
Prostitute. Mm-hmm.
So she's hot.
this high elf. I'd say, I mean,
So she's hot.
Depends
That's
on-
like I wasn't
depends on what you're into.
Yeah, I mean, come on. Tatiana does not. Never mind. I'm not gonna start on that topic right now. On whether Tatiana thinks Samaria is hot.
Oh.
Holding comments.
I know what comments sections those are. Yeah.
Okay.
Good times.
Avoided
that one.
What you do notice, Val gave,
Mm-hmm.
is kind of sitting 2 seats off from the head of the table is Goran, the high elf that gave you the serum that initially started this whole blood hunter business.
Oh.
He was the same the same high elf that you met in the caves when you first got the poison from your brother's dagger, but he is sitting there.
I would almost like
with
seeing
his-
him. There'd be like a moment like,
Yeah.
He kind of looks at you for a moment and just continues, his conversation. But for the rest of you, I would say you can definitely see Val focusing on this one person. He is a high elf. He has like long white hair. It goes a little bit past his shoulders, and he has like piercing green eyes. And he has a little bit of a smirk, but he often keeps his eyes like almost closed.
Does he have the scars? Oh, did he have scars? I don't think so.
Not on his face.
Okay.
Yeah. And then surrounded by him are just other people that are sitting at this large table, and all of them are kind of looking over. Someone busts out a, "Well, I'd never." Someone's like, "Who are they?"
We're the Shadows. Duh. The Queen sent us. And I'm like fixated on Garon.
Okay. At this point, one of them kind of whispers into his ear, except it's more like a stage whisper. It's like, "Hey, do you know that one? That one over there?" And Goron just kind of looks over. "Do you have something you want to say?"
Just come to listen. It's just weird seeing you here, though.
We've never met.
You have must be the face familiar. I don't know.
Hmm.
Maybe not.
I get that often.
I bet.
Well, I'm not who you think I am.
Fair enough. Oh, you all can continue. We're just observing.
We actually cannot. We're having a meeting. I'm going to need you to leave.
I see how it is. Fine. And I'll like turn face.
Or are you just trying to sit on the chair again?
Yeah.
If you want to do that again, we can wait until the meeting is over.
As you avert your eyes to kind of do that gesture, as you're kind of looking, you can see the vertical scars that are across his face.
So he's hiding them.
You just saw them as you averted your gaze.
Oh, okay.
At this point, he kind of... You can see that he is also missing that finger on his right hand. But beyond that, are you guys leaving? Are you staying? What are you doing?
He asked, so I'll leave.
Okay. Then you leave. And two guards close the door behind you both.
Who is that?
Fucker. He was the one that introduced all of this.
Oh, what? The right?
Mm-hmm.
Why is he here?
I don't know. Where's the Queen?
We just spoke with her.
Huh?
We just spoke with her.
Yeah, not before I saw him. Whatever. It's not important.
Turn to one of the guards and ask where the queen is.
Well, I don't really know.
Who would we get in contact with if we wanted to fetch her?
Well, we're on this post, so maybe if you talk to one of the other guards, then maybe you can find out where the queen is. Maybe.
Thank you.
Yeah.
It's fine.
I don't know if I want to dig my nails into my palms anymore today after talking with her earlier. I might just head back towards the bar
Hey.
in town.
Hey.
Yeah.
What was your name again?
Why?
It was a really good hug.
Oh, I'm Tatiana.
Could I have another for the road?
Yeah, of course. Bring him in for another hug.
It's really tense.
Aw, rub his shoulders a little bit. Look, everything is gonna be just fine.
All right.
Okay?
I'm trying my best.
Yeah,
Thank you.
no problem.
All right.
You're good.
Say hi next time you see me.
I will. I do have a calming aura. I don't know. Good to meet you.
Good to meet you as well.
What was your name?
Ellis?
Ellis. Good to meet you. All right. I'm just like a little distracted in general. So I'm gonna head back and I don't know, get something to eat, something to drink. I think.
I want to insight check Tatiana.
Okay.
15.
15. What would Val see on your face? What are you showing?
I'm worried, and I just have a lot on my mind.
No.
Yeah.
I'd say it's probably noticeable.
No, it's fine.
I've probably seemed a little bit of that ever since I talked to my mother.
I need to send a message. Okay. And he's just talking out loud at this point. He's not even like really addressing anybody.
To the person you were talking about.
Yeah.
Okay.
To the guy in there.
No, not him. Somebody who I was not expecting to be alive, but is alive. And...
Oh, another one of those.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Is it someone important?
Someone who I can get a straight answer from.
About?
The Night Mask.
Okay. What's the name of a bar that we've been to before?
We went to Wyvern
There's so
Town.
many.
You can go to
No.
the
We went
Dragon's.
to.
The Dragon's Fang was the other one, I think.
Did we go?
What's
We didn't go there last time, did we?
There are a lot of bars, but as far as ones you've been to, you went to the Dancing Bear.
which had really
Which
weak
was super
drinks.
boring.
Okay.
You went to the Leaky Cup.
That was
Which
the
is
place that I went, that I
fine.
took.
Okay.
It's the place we gambled at.
Do you want to swing by the Leaky Cup after you talk to whoever and just catch me up?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. Cool. I'll see you later.
Okay.
I'm going to try and give you a significant look to convey. I'll see you later. But whether you pick that up or not.
Make an insight check.
Who, me?
Yeah. See if you pick up this knowing glance.
I do. So 20 not natural.
You need a 21.
Get the fuck out of here.
So I feel like I would normally
I'd say,
be like,
yeah.
let's all meet up or let's stick together or whatever. But I'm like, specifically to you, come by and catch me up on whatever you find out. And then I will go to the Leaky Cup. I will leave.
Valiana?
What?
Just kidding.
Y'all stop putting my name behind everybody else's character's name, alright?
Oh. Okay, yeah. No.
It all
Okay.
started with Valmiko.
It did all start.
Val is the...
As the captain of the
master
Valmeria
of
ship,
ships.
though, I'm not a fan of that comment.
Can't give you another ship if you're already the captain
Yeah, exactly.
of another.
I already have. Anyway.
But you're at least like the first mate on the what is it, Dumiko? Did we name it Dumiko?
Oh,
What's
yeah.
the-
Oh, yeah, definitely. The Dumiko. Which sounds like a bad omen. The Dumiko.
Oh, that's not what I was thinking.
That wasn't what I was thinking either.
Sumain?
Dumiko?
I was
Do
thinking
me?
Separate the word.
You have now arrived at
See, I know about Doom, which
you've
I don't
now
know
arrived at
what that
Dane's
says about
location.
me.
You've now arrived at Dane's house. Y'all,
Yeah,
Sorry.
you've now arrived.
just gonna knock.
1 second, hold on. It's doing something. Give me a second. 1 moment. Hold on. Don't leave. I'll be right over there. I'm almost near the door. Getting up the steps.
What steps?
Hey. Oh. Hey. Hey. So are you ready? Are you ready for that lesson?
Yeah.
Get on in here then. Get on.
I'll walk inside.
Close the door. All right. I need to go and get some of the materials and things, and meet you over at that desk.
Okay.
All right. Got materials. So he starts to walk away, kind of talking to himself.
I'm gonna look at the table and not know where to sit, and so I'm just gonna float by the table.
Okay. In fairness, there are 4 seats. It's a lot of options.
Even if there was 2.
There's a lot of options. Okay, so at this point, Dean comes back. He has some equipment in his hands. Puts it all out. Oh, that's a pretty unique trick there.
I couldn't choose a chair.
I like this one. That's my favorite.
You should sit there.
No, I saved it for you.
No, I can't take your favorite chair.
Oh, it's the best one. So you have to take it. Well, I mean, you don't have to.
I think you should sit in your favorite chair.
You can do whatever you want, I guess.
I mean, you don't have to sit in your favorite chair if you don't want to sit in your favorite chair.
I'm sitting now.
So, how do we make a map? Or do you not want to make a map? I mean, we don't have to make a map.
Well, what would we do at this map lesson if we didn't make a map?
I don't know. What else do you do besides make maps?
I do a lot of reading. Take walks, strolls on the town. That's about it.
That's a lot. It's more than I do. I mean, if we don't make a map, and those are the other 2 things that you do, I guess we should go for a walk.
All right. We can...
I don't really know my way around Stonehaven.
That makes two of us, actually. I actually take when I take a stroll, I go around the same path because it's comfortable.
Oh,
and I know all the people along the path, so I can say.
So you haven't taken a different path?
It's a good path. Why not? Why stick to the same? You know. That and I've
Are you scared of the other path?
No, it's just.
Is there something scary on it? I can protect you.
I just built long-lasting friendships with the people that are on this path. Some of the other people who live on. I'm like, hey, Mr. Tellin, and Lorelei, how are the kids? And Madam Breakshine, you're looking good today.
Well, what if we say hello to all your friends and then go somewhere new?
Okay. You've convinced me. I'll do it for you.
Now, I just have to tell you, I can't see in the dark. Is it dark out? I hope it's dark out.
It's a good thing that it's daytime.
Maybe we should wait until it's dark.
Oh, I also can't see in the dark.
Oh.
I thought
He's a human.
I thought elves could see in the dark.
You're right. I can't. I don't know why I said that.
I mean, if you haven't been in the dark for a while, you might have forgotten.
It's so innocent.
Benefit of the doubt.
We should go on this walk. You lead the way.
Alrighty then. Let me get my coat. It's a little brisk outside. He goes and gets some, his coat rusted around himself. I have an extra.
Okay.
I outgrew it, so it's actually a size down.
Oh.
There you are.
Put the coat on.
It kind of helps. Making sure not to make any kind of physical contact. Like, yeah, it's like leaving room for Jesus and putting this coat on you. Like, okay, that's one arm. All right, I think we're good. We're good.
Mm-hmm.
Let's get this show on the road. He opens the door for you. After you.
Thank you.
Walks through. Close the door behind. All right. As you guys are walking, go past the first, and you see that there is a gingerly old gnome woman who's walking with a cane. He kind of turns over to you. That right there, Madam Breakshine. We're gonna say hi.
Okay.
Ready?
Okay.
Don't say it too loud.
Say what too loud?
She frightens. Just anything. Just loud noises.
Should I whisper?
No. Somewhere in between a whisper and like inside voice.
Was I talking too loud?
No, I'm just letting you know.
Okay.
We're about to pass her though. Hold on. Ready? Do it at the same time too, because multiple voices freak her out.
Okay.
Coming from ready?
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Madam Breakshine, you didn't say it.
I forgot her name.
Damn it. That's okay. We'll get the next one.
Dane just said, "Damn it."
It felt wrong, didn't it?
It did.
Yeah.
Very
You know why?
What?
Cameron's never going to talk to you again after he sees this character.
Do you guys walk some more? All right.
We're not walking to just one house.
I know we're just passing by. We're on a stroll here, and we're actually about 30% through now.
Oh.
I want to know how close they're walking,
Yeah.
and whether you're like this or like what the body language is.
Straight down.
So I was picturing arms down, not like this.
Okay.
Relatively not close in the beginning, but getting closer as the walk goes. To where they're like, they could touch, but there's like, she's got to put a lot of effort to not touch.
It's like you guys are walking almost too close, and you have to kind of lean to the left to avoid contact. And you could just like walk a little bit over with your legs. But you're still very close. Arms are not currently touching, but they could be. He's kind of also walking. He has his hands kind of in front of him.
In front of him?
He has his elbows are at his sides, but he's currently holding his hands and kind of just has them at his waist.
From where we are, can I like see anything exciting going around us? Or people or anything that would catch my eye other than just a building?
Probably anything at this point.
You are pretty close to the town square of this layer of town, of this district of town, and you can kind of hear that there's a lot of sound, and you can hear music, and you can hear laughter and cheering.
Okay, so she's gonna look at Dane and she's like, "Do you hear that?" And grab his hand and like pull him in that direction.
Oh, hold on. As he starts like running after you. Why are you so fast?
I'll slow down a little bit, but I'm not gonna let go of his hand.
Okay.
How tall is Dane?
Dane is 5'4".
How are you?
He's 4'11".
Okay, alright. I thought you were gonna be like 6'2".
No, I'm a
She's not a Xena.
7.
I'm a short elf.
Okay.
Yeah,
I can dig it.
I'm 4'11", so even if he was like a normal average human male, then he would be pretty tall.
Oh, he's totally average.
He's a 7'8".
I'm sorry, I just think most people I know are above 6 feet.
So he kind of adjusts his glasses. So we're here now.
Have you ever been here?
Yeah.
Can you tell me about it?
Well, it's a town square. You got at the pond right there, and you got a lot of people around. It seems that some of them are trying to sell things. I don't know if it's of the best quality, or it might be. I don't know. It seems that you have some kind of construct creature that is. Oh wait, that's your friend. They're playing they're playing music, and people seem to be dancing and stuff near them.
Does Loot look at us?
Mm-mm. He is in it.
Okay, good. Okay. I'm gonna pull his arm and be like, "We gotta go."
All right. Where are we headed?
I don't know. I just don't want him to see us.
All right. Are we? Is this a mission?
Sure. What's our mission though?
You tell me. We're sneaking away from your own friend. Are we the Shadows of Zethris?
I mean, I guess so. I don't know if anyone can just join.
I never thought this day would come.
I can ask the group.
Don't ask the group. You don't want them to know. We're sneaking, remember?
Okay. We'll just keep going down this way.
All right. Let's make some stealth checks.
Okay.
No.
I'm actually good at stealth.
Oh, that's right.
That high dex though.
25.
Okay. So, your incredible stealthiness makes up for his incredibly terrible stealthiness.
Oh! I want to add that I'm giving. Right now, I'm using the Blessing of the Trickster on Dane because I suspect he's not very stealthy.
You know what?
Because that gives him advantage on.
I will allow it. You can see that he is like tripping over himself, just normally walking. But you kind of really focus and you're like, all right. You think about Fred. Think about Veyron, and all of a sudden, it's like, all right.
You're doing a really good job.
Thank you.
Have you been this far into town?
Yeah, I've been this far into town. I just don't really come out here on my strolls. That's
Where,
all.
Where's the furthest you've been in this town?
The furthest?
Where's a good hiding place?
I don't know. I don't really. I mean,
Where would you go if you wanted to be sneaky?
To my house?
Do you have a good hiding place in your house?
Yeah.
Where?
Someplace I'd have to show you.
Okay.
All right. But my house is back at the shop.
Is it in the when you open the door? Is it immediately there? Like would someone see us if they open the door?
No. I mean, you didn't know that I lived in my house until right now. I mean, in my shop, I guess.
Is your shop open right now?
Well, no. I put the sign up.
Okay.
I told them I would be out at lunch. I'm not getting lunch.
Okay, well, let's try to sneak back.
All right. You have to sneak past your friend again.
Yeah.
What was his name?
Loot.
And he's also playing.
Yeah, he does that. He plays music out of his back.
I
I
see.
think it's kind of weird.
Huh.
Do you play music out of your back?
No.
Good. Okay.
It sounds like a bagpipe though.
Mm-hmm.
Like a bagpipe.
Yeah.
Huh.
Also, Sumo is still holding his hand. I don't know if he let go.
He has not.
Okay.
There's a puddle of sweat under it.
But at this point, there's a little bit of sweat on his hands.
It's okay. It's just not gonna let go.
Okay.
I needed this today.
They're little cutie pies.
And at this point, I would like for you to make another stealth check.
Oh, okay.
Does he still have advantage?
It lasts for an hour,
Okay.
but I did not roll very high. I rolled a 14.
14.
Yeah, that's with my modifier.
Okay.
Single digits.
Well, a 14 is enough because Lute is just very engrossed in the music that he is creating, and at this point he is now like started to just dive into like full-on song, and he is just singing, and he
I'm gonna be like this with like my kimono and the jacket and.
as you're sneaking away, you kind of hear like the first series of lyrics. He's like, "And thou the benevolent." So I'd say at this point, you guys are now walking back towards the house, and we'll come back to you.
Sounds good.
Now, where were you all headed?
To wherever the first time we were in Stonehaven. If I need to go find a messenger to send a message.
Oh, I dropped Virion back into Belle's hood.
Okay.
Or he didn't if it's too late. But yeah, it's on my shoulder.
What does Virion want?
Yeah.
I wanted to remain as inconspicuous as possible so that someone might forget that I was on their person.
Ooh, that was bad.
Okay.
But either way, if I'm in Val's hood,
I probably, unless she was like, "Hey, here's Virion."
Yeah, no, I just dropped him back in there because he had indicated with the nose bump that he wanted to get into trouble with Val, and I was about to go be boring. So
Okay.
to be thoughtful, I just dropped him in there as I was leaving. No big deal.
Cool. Then we'll say you do that.
Okay.
You said you wanted to go and see a messenger. You all going?
Yes.
Okay. Then you make your way to one of the many courier services. The one that is in the Stone Soul Court. It's called Stone Messaging. And as you kind of walk up to this, it's completely made of like a bright white marble. It looks pretty expensive. And as you're walking through, perhaps it was just recently cleaned, as it's very slippery. You kind of have to take your time.
This is stupid.
And you can see that there is a floor is wet, be careful sign that's kind of off to the side. Like you've already walked on the floor for about 10 feet before even seeing that sign around the corner. And as you walk up, as you walk up, you can see that there is appears to be like the tallest halfling that you've ever seen. They might even be like half halfling. Like they might have some kind of other
Quarterling, if you.
They might have another race in them, but they currently stand at about 4 feet tall and looks to be about in their 40s, gray eyes and kind of like ash-colored hair and a mohawk. Kind of looks over. Hey.
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 I need to send a message.
To who?
Do you need a full name?
I mean, I need to know some things if I'm gonna help.
Can you send a non-paper message?
Yes.
Okay.
It's gonna.
It's fine.
Okay.
Tuesday Fletcher.
Is that the name or?
That's the name.
When you okay. Tuesday Fletcher.
Fake ass name.
It's the only name you knew.
Tuesday Fletcher. All right. You got a picture of Tuesday?
Nope. It's a tiefling.
Okay. Check my records. See if I have a Tuesday Fletcher. Well, seems I do.
Do you have a residence by chance?
I can't give that out.
I mean, and I'll summon Lith behind him.
Okay.
And so, as he's talking, I'm gonna kind of lower my head. So, and I'm gonna keep talking as I look through Lith.
Mm-hmm. Go ahead and give me a performance check.
can I crawl out of this hood and onto his shoulder and start like doing a mesmerizing or something like that?
Sure.
Just turn into other animals, just specifically to dance. Those animals.
I will give you advantage on that check.
15.
Because Virion is helping you.
16.
Hey man,
16? Okay. It appears as if, from what you can see, as he's kind of like moving back and forth and kind of looking at things. At this point, I want you to make a perception check through Lith. So the performance was to, to distract.
Anyway, so.
And let's see how much
Actually,
info
they
you
have
can
keen
get.
sight. Does that have anything to do with the rolls for perception? Anybody know? I don't remember. Anyway.
Let's say regular roll for now, and we can look it up later.
Can I use my reroll?
You may.
Hey!
Thank you, Miss Tanya Pickles. It is. It's her birthday today.
Happy birthday! Oh my god!
Yeah.
Oh yeah, happy birthday, not fuck it's your birthday, but happy birthday.
Was it not a good one?
No, it was like a 5.
Oh. Alright, what you got? Like that was the amount.
Yeah, that's what I got.
Okay.
With the reroll?
So the reroll was a 2.
Whoa!
The first roll was a 3.
Whoa!
Then the only thing that you can really see is the general area, but not specifics down to, street, house number.
Yeah. I'll just break in later.
You can see that. You just see the word Loxon.
L-O-K?
L-O-X.
L-O-X.
And Loxon. And that's it as he kind of closes it. You still want to send a message?
Yep. Do you have to understand what I'm saying to send it?
Do I?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. That's fine.
Or you could send a coded message. Like you can send it anonymously, but they'd have to pay to unanonymize it.
No, I don't have time for that. Alright, that's fine. How does this work? What is it, 25 words?
Yep.
Okay. Hey, you red fuck. I'm calling a family meeting in Stonehaven for recent events of old friends that we ran into in the past. I think it's 25? How many is that?
18.
Oh, it's only 18? Oh. I'd like to talk.
Love Val.
I was gonna say you still got two. You could put a tag on there.
Gray bastard.
I'm sorry to hear about your father. Yeah, I can send that for you. It's just going to be 30 gold pieces.
I'll give him 3 platinum. I'll give him 4 platinum.
Ooh. Thank you. Pleasure doing business.
Mm-hmm. What time do y'all close?
We close at 9 p.m. sharp.
Great, thank you.
You're very welcome.
Oh, how does receiving that message work?
What do you mean?
If he responds to it.
If he responds to it, then we will send you a message letting you know there's a message here for you.
How will I know if there's a message here waiting for me?
We'll send you a message letting you know that there's a message here for you.
Okay.
That makes sense.
Mm-hmm. He just doesn't like it.
Is that it?
You have to
any
take off.
you want to send messages?
I didn't think so. I'm sorry. No, I don't think so.
You look like someone that wants to send a message. I can see it.
Smart guy.
Mm-hmm. It's written all over your face.
What message do I have to send?
I have no idea.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like this.
Come here.
What?
Do you come closer to him? I've been trying out this whole like psychology thing. Watch this.
Oh no, okay.
All right. You want to send a message,
I'm just gonna land Lith on her shoulder.
right? So you want to send a message? Yeah, you do.
Do you want to get stabbed? Because that's what's gonna happen here in just a second. I'm just warning you, psychology.
Listen, I know people.
I'm sorry, I don't think we've ever met. You do not know me.
I don't know you yet.
You won't know me at all. Then she'll walk away. Nope.
So
I'm not there.
you want to?
But I'm like nodding my head
It's working.
I can feel it.
And he I guess he points towards the mouse. So
Thank you.
You
And I'll
want-
turn around.
maintain eye contact.
okay, where are you?
I'm at the bar. At the leaky cauldron. Leaky cup.
It's like she done this to mess with me. Yes, the answer is yes. Okay. So I would say that as you step into the leaky cup, it seems as if they are having some kind of event.
Oh God.
You're not exactly sure what it is, but you see that there are a lot of people that are kind of centered around like the right half of the room and upstairs as well. The bar is pretty much empty.
Perfect.
You can't really see what they're doing, but there's just a lot of people like huddled over, and they seem to be looking at something.
I'm gonna go up to the bar. Is there a bartender there?
There's a bartender there.
Okay. Don't any of the bars here ever just have nothing going on? Just a place to go and get a drink and have people not talk to you?
Well, the thing is, there are a lot of bars, and you have to stand out in some way.
Well, I have to drink here. What's the quietest corner?
Well, big one. There's all of those. Pretty much the corner that they're just not at.
Okay, what's going on over there?
Nothing. It's stupid. It's dumb.
I believe you, but I'm curious.
Are you sure? It's really dumb.
Just tell me.
All right. Well, they have these two snails, and they bet on a lot of different events involving snails.
You Stonehaveners love your gambling, don't you?
I'm not from Stonehaven, but I've heard that. Yes, I've seen it firsthand.
Do you all have a kitchen here, or just drinks?
We do have a kitchen.
Do you have eggs?
No, but I know a great place that.
No.
No.
Just make me whatever is the best thing on your menu, and get me a cup of ale. And wow, were you just holding that behind your back, or what? What is it?
I'm also a magician. It's
Psychic.
it looks like a plate of like dumplings. There's like almost like a sriracha sauce is drizzled across the top.
Nice. Okay.
It's super hot.
So like he puts it in my hand and it hurts my hand?
No,
Oh.
just enough where like you know can hold it and you can see the steam rising from it.
Okay. I'm gonna go sit on the very end of the bar, furthest away from the corner where the people are, and wait for a drink.
Okay. He comes by pretty quickly and gives you a drink. And what kind of drink did you want?
Ale.
Okay. He comes by and provides it.
Okay.
So, as you open the door to Dane's house,
Oh.
as you open the door to Dane's house, Dane's shop, kind of looks over. Okay. Now, all you gotta do is follow me. He kind of walks over. He's like, you see this bookshelf? My favorite books are here. Let's keep going.
Okay.
You see this long painting that's like from the ground all the way, it's like 6 feet tall?
That's a very big painting.
Yeah. I love that painting. All right, let's go. I'm just kidding. He kind of reaches behind the painting and rears it back. You can see that
It's pretty cool.
as he grabs onto it. It's a wooden door that's like attached to the painting itself, and it slides along. And you can just see that there is like a red carpet. There's 2 sets of shoes that are sitting on the side of the carpet, and there's stairs. This is the stairway to heaven. I'm just kidding. It's just my house.
You live in heaven?
It was a joke. It was a bad joke. I didn't even know if you're religious or not. I should be careful with that.
I do believe in a god. His name is Fred.
Oh, well then this isn't the stairway to heaven. This is just a stairway to where I stay. A stayway.
I mean, Fred's technically not a god. He's an angel, but you could both live in heaven.
Tell me about this Fred.
Well, I've only met him twice.
We've also only met twice.
He comes to talk to me and give me special powers. As long as in return I believe in him.
I haven't talked to you once. I gave you a map that allowed you to see your cat.
You can be an angel too.
I don't want to be an angel.
Did you lock your sword?
Oh no, I didn't. He kind of goes and puts the lunch sign back on. Just giggles. I'm not on lunch.
Have you ever just taken a day off?
I take holidays off, and I.
What about today? What if today is a holiday?
What would I call it? Is it a holiday that I missed?
Holiday. It's a holiday called Holiday.
You know?
Or
I think you're onto something.
I was gonna say holiday backwards, but I don't know what that is without writing it down.
Yellow. Yeah.
Yadalo holiday. There you go. That's what day it is.
Hmm?
It's Yadalo holiday. Have you ever heard of that one? It's really rare. It only happens once.
Yadalo?
It happens once every 10 years.
And you visited me on Yadalo?
Yes.
You picked me for Yadalo?
Yes.
Wow.
Oh,
What does Fred think about this?
Fred is like a cool uncle.
Oh. Okay. Cool. Cool. Awesome. So yeah, tell me more about Fred then. Yeah.
You're interested in Fred?
Yeah, I am.
Do you have a Fred? Do you believe in an angel?
Mm-mm.
That's okay. I just started believing in him. I don't really. I used to like Bahamut. Not so sure I fit his criteria of a follower though.
I mean, I'm a big believer of Aryan, but never like spoken with an angel or anything. But yeah, I'm big on knowledge, and no better place to get it than the all-knowing. Yeah. Anyways.
Do you want to show me your heaven?
Yeah, please.
7 minutes in it, baby.
You walk upstairs and you can see that there are about 4 different rooms. You'd see he has one room that's almost dedicated entirely to just arts and crafts.
Aww.
Though his arts and crafts are kind of...
Maps?
Yeah. Like he has different maps up on the walls, and each of the maps are like kind of what if scenarios almost. Like if this calamity hits and these continents merge together, this is what it would look like. He has a painting that's currently not done, and it's actually like still out on the, that'd be called an easel. The chair, next to it, and you can see that in this picture it's not finished, but there are all of these kids that have like paint supplies and everything, and they're kind of sitting in a circle, like drawing little maps on the ground, and you can see that he is in the process of like drawing himself, and he's like comically tall in the painting, but he's not finished with it yet.
Gotcha.
In his other room, you can see that he seems to like minimalism. He just has a bed, nightstand. He has 2 different carpets that take up the entirety of the room. One of them is like a bluish gray, and the other one is just like soft gold. Not made out of gold, but it's a soft gold color. And the 2 other rooms they're currently closed.
You have a nice house.
Thanks. I try and... Thanks.
Do you live here alone?
Yeah. Except for that one time.
When didn't you live here alone?
Well, couple months ago, one of my cousins was doing some kind of like business in town or something.
What type of business?
I don't know, something. I don't know.
Did it seem bad?
No, he's not really the shady type.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he just needed a place to crash, and he came home really drunk, but he had a place to stay. I wasn't going to make him sleep downstairs on maps and books.
Have you had any other people crash here? Do you let your friends come over?
Yeah. All of my friends come over.
How many friends?
Well, Madam Brick.
Madam Richard is for sure crashed.
A good number.
Okay.
Yeah. Uh-huh. And when they do come over, they say, "Wow, Dane. Nice maps you got."
You do have nice maps.
Thank you. And wow, Dane, you're very, very, very cool to hang out with.
We should make a map up here.
And okay. I don't think it's the best place for map making, but I'm flexible. Hold on a second. And he runs downstairs. You can kind of hear things crashing and stuff being dropped as he kind of like skirts around the door frame and trying to get up the steps with like this.
I'm gonna come down the stairs and help him.
Okay.
Carry some of the stuff out.
Cool. You help him out. He's like, well, I guess we could just use my spare room.
Okay.
'Cause I already have the stuff up and something I'm working on in my paint room, my study. All right, if we hold on a second. Where's my key? It opens up. Since he opens up, you can see that this room is completely empty. Like there is nothing in the room. The walls are all made of wood, and there is a white carpet on the ground. You want to see something cool?
Yeah.
There's a switch. It's on the right-hand side, right outside of the door. He kind of reaches over, clicks the switch. You can see that the carpet kind of starts flying into the air. It hits the ceiling and like sticks. Cool, huh?
Is that so you don't get paint on it?
Exactly.
I like that.
I mean that and this. Any moment now.
Is there something on the bottom?
Wait for it.
Does it fall?
No. Wait for it.
What am I waiting for?
It's misdirection. You should have been looking down. And you can now see that the wood panels on the floors have like sprung up and formed like a large table across that is perfect for designing maps. I got you. You didn't even see what was going on.
I didn't. Just gonna look back up at the carpet.
Don't worry, it'll stay there unless you hit that switch.
Gonna like walk into the room like purposely avoiding all the walls now.
There was one time I got a little frustrated after making 225 perfect little trees. I made one that looked like an ink splotch, so I had to start over after 325 hours of work. It really sucked. So I got really upset and I threw one of my favorite pencils. It just so happened hit the switch. And I had to find my way out under this huge carpet. That sucked.
You should put like a little protective thing over the button, so you have to remove it before you can hit the button.
Should have you around all the time. That was smart. All right, let's get to map making.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess he proceeds to show you how to make a map.
Cartography. Sexy.
She's gonna sit real close and pretend to be taking notes.
Okay. What notes are you actually taking?
She's just gonna be drawing a big old heart and their names.
Okay.
Oh, that is why this is my shit. Oh, that's cute. Fuck, that's cute. Okay. Oh.
All right, I'd say we're done here. How'd you like that?
I learned a lot.
Yeah. And we made an imaginary place that doesn't exist, but
Oh,
it looks cool.
That'll really throw off the group.
Well, this
It's
one
like
is
the ultimate prank.
this one is actually for your eyes only.
Oh. How does that work?
Uh,
Is there a magic word? Like with my cat?
remember when I had you hand me that ink over there?
Mm-hmm.
It's magical ink,
Oh.
and it activates via you touching it.
Only me, though.
Well, whoever touches the ink canister can see the ink.
Okay, so if they don't touch the ink canister ever, they'll never be able to see it.
Exactly.
Okay.
But you see how this kind of looks like a weird, almost head of an arrow shaped thing,
Yeah.
and like some of those like the state names sound kind of weird.
I mean, a lot of them sound weird.
Well, flip it. That's like it's a heart shaped. It's a heart shaped map that you guys made together.
She was
And-
taking notes. She didn't know it.
And you can see that some of the town names or like country names and stuff that are on here. There's one that's like Sumiko, Dane, map making.
It's beautiful this time here.
Yeah, and the one where you're like, why does that town have such a long name? And you turn around, it's like spending time together, yay!
All right, well that's for you to keep.
Thanks. Have you made a lot of maps with other people like this?
I've never made a map with anyone.
I guess I'm special.
Yeah. I mean, my father taught me how to make maps, but they weren't maps like this. They were actually like real maps.
I bet your maps are better than his maps.
Well, yeah. Yeah. He died.
Oh. I'm sorry.
Thanks, Dane.
It's all right. My maps are better now, though. Gotten a lot of practice. Gotten a lot of practice, and I think that he would. I think he would be proud of the you know.
She'll
She'll
scooch closer and grab his hand and say, "I bet he would be proud."
Aww.
Yeah. And then one day, I mean, who knows? I'll be teaching someone else how to make a map and stuff, like the kids in that painting. I wanna enrich the world. Everyone should know where they're going. No one should ever have to walk alone.
It's beautiful.
Thank you. It's my dream. It's my passion. For people to know where they're going. I didn't know where I was going in life until I found out that my passion was helping people know where they're going.
I'm still trying to figure out my passion. Right now, it's just giving out flowers.
Flowers are nice.
Not as nice as maps. Not everybody likes flowers.
Not everyone likes maps.
Yeah, but maps are useful. People will stomp on flowers.
Kind of just takes her hands. Hey. 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 Hey.
Yep.
What you do is worth it.
Thank you.
Your gifts are valuable. It should be cherished. All right?
Yeah.
Can I stay here?
Yeah, if you want to get some more practice, I don't see why not.
I just don't really want to go back to my friends right now.
Was it the one that played the instruments? Did you do something?
No.
All right, because I have I was gonna say I have a weapon, but I don't really have much, and I'm not that much of a fighter. But
Neither is he.
all right, okay then.
Take it home.
And yeah,
Who said that?
I'm sure I could fashion something up and support you.
No, I'm mostly trying to avoid the rest of them.
Why?
I just learned some new information today, and I don't want to burden the group.
What information?
Well, I haven't been home in a long time. And based on what I learned earlier today, it doesn't seem like home is like home anymore. And I don't know if something's wrong.
I think you should check it out.
Yeah, but not today. It's a little far to be going there right now. Plus, I don't know how to get there. But that's why I have your map.
Maps. Okay. In that case, since we're taking a day off,
A holiday. Yadalo.
Yadalo. Since it's Yadalo,
I like how he just believes this.
I guess we can just hang out, right?
Yeah. You can tell me more about you.
All right. Then let's go grab a seat and have a good old talk. That's where we're gonna take a break.
My heart.
I know.
My widow Sumiko.
I know.
You can't go straight to kissing him.
I mean,
Sumiko's like a child.
The shipper's over here. Yeah.
She hasn't even told him she likes him.
The kiss can't be until obviously the season finale.
That's
a little
works.
far.
yeah, but
Yeah.
usually when
That's
that
a
comes
little
into play, someone dies at the end, and it just gets really.
Oh no.
Obviously,
Don't put that out in the
they're
universe.
going to about
Take
to
that
kiss, and then one of you is going to open the door and say like, "We have to go." And they're like, "Yeah, go." And they're
I have a feeling she would just
The door is
launch
locked.
orbs at the door.
The door is locked.
Like, get the fuck out of here!
the door is indeed locked.
And we're in his house now, so I would hope they can't see into the house. But
second floor windows and stuff. Well,
we're in a secret place. As far as Sumiko's concerned.
all right. We will be back in 10 minutes, and we'll finish up. Finish doing things, I guess.
Yeah.
So go use the bathroom, get something to drink, get something to eat, and then come right back because, you don't want to miss any of the Shadows of Zethris, am I right?
You're right.
You're right.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're right.
All right. We will see you soon then. Peace. All right, y'all, we back from break.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And where we left off, Sumiko and Dane were talking, telling each other about things.
Donnie?
Donnie just shows up.
Just that.
Sumiko gets real embarrassed.
Donald, why are you here?
Hey, Donnie.
I thought you said the door was locked.
I use that name.
That was some really interesting things you just told me about. I hope you learned a lot about me as well.
Oh, yeah, he did tell me a lot about myself. What time is it?
I suppose I have to look outside.
Is it dark yet?
No, I think it's about 12:45.
Oh, good. We have a lot of time then. We made that map really quickly, I guess.
Yep.
Well, I'm going to pull out a book.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we can answer questions about ask questions to each other.
Oh, all right. Yeah.
Okay. Question number 1. What's the scariest thing you've ever done?
The scariest thing I've ever done. That's a hard one. I don't do many scary things.
What's your favorite flavor of ice cream?
Slam poetry. Definitely the scariest thing I've ever done.
And also favorite ice cream.
I get that. Okay.
Hey man, slam poetry is scary.
Did you say favorite ice cream?
Yeah, what's your favorite ice cream?
I'm allergic to dairy, so I really like sherbet.
Gotcha. I like those too.
Yeah.
If tomorrow was your last day on this planet,
Oh.
what would you want to do in your last number of hours of the day in this world? I don't know if it's a regular 24-hour day or not.
I would probably make I'd probably finish my records that I have downstairs of what every item in my collection is, and descriptions and summaries, so that if someone did come upon it, they would know like where this stuff came from.
Gotcha.
That's what I would do.
What is your best feature? Haven't you ever been told you have like a nice elbow or a nice ear? You know, like
Mom did
maybe
used
by
to
one of
always
your
tell
previous
me,
girlfriends.
"Oh, my elbows."
How many girlfriends have you had? What were their names? What race were they?
Well, I kind of had a girlfriend in college. Her name was Gloria.
Are you still friends with Gloria?
No,
What happened?
she wasn't very nice.
Oh, good. Okay.
She wanted me to give up making maps.
She sounds like the worst person in the world.
I think so. We had to go our separate ways.
I'm sorry to hear that.
I'm not. It's alright.
Okay, good. Do you have any questions you want to ask me?
When you do all of that adventuring and stuff, is it ever really scary?
Sometimes.
What's your favorite adventuring story?
I mean, there's the one time I swam through a lake of dead bodies. And then
That sounds so horrible.
it's pretty fun.
Mm-hmm.
I got to use this cool brush to get the dead flesh out.
All right, next question. Which of your friends is your favorite?
Oh. It depends. Depends.
Depends on what.
Well, it would depend on what I think they're the favorite for.
In your heart. Like your favorite.
Val is Mr. Sneaky Sneak.
Like your favorite friend.
Can't decide. Does it have to be a person?
I suppose it doesn't have to be.
I'm gonna take Lily.
Smart.
Who's Lily?
My cat.
Oh yeah, your cat. Oh yeah. That was the cat. Got it. Sorry.
It's hard. I couldn't pick a member of this Zethris group. It'd be too hard. They're all good at so many things.
You can see he's profusely sweating. He seems to be like shaking a little bit. He looks kind of sick. Like he almost looks nauseous.
Are you okay?
Yeah.
What's wrong? Oh no. Please don't have him puke on me.
Do you see my painting there?
I'm gonna turn around and look at the painting.
How do you feel about it?
What's the painting of?
It's a painting of an underwater creature that appears to be kind of struggling to stay on land.
Oh.
Yeah, it kind of looks like an octopus with a fish-like body. There are tentacles kind of coming out of its sides, and it just looks like it's kind of.
It's really good.
Like struggling for air.
Yeah, I'm gonna clip that later.
Do you have any other paintings?
So as you're looking at this one, are you turning around and asking him?
Oh, I'm still staring at the painting.
Okay. He's like, no, that's the only one. That's the only one right now. You can see there's other paintings in here.
We should paint. I'll paint something, and then you paint something, and then we'll share them.
I can't. My ears, they're not working very well.
I'll turn around.
I can't hear. And you notice that he's right in front of your face.
Smooth.
And he's just gonna go for it.
Damn.
And he's gonna plant one on you, and it's like the peckiest of pecks. He like backs up really quick.
She'll walk back over and pull out the picture she was drawing.
Oh,
I'm losing it.
And she'll puff out her cheeks like this. And try to do the same thing back and then hold up the picture and then close her eyes.
Oh.
Okay. You can see he kind of goes over. He takes his fingers and just like pushes out the air. So that you're like,
breathes a bunch of air into his face.
but then you're left like this. And he just gives you another peck. And that's where we'll come back.
Yeah.
All right.
That was painful as fuck.
So, now that you've sent your message, You've got your drink.
Yeah. This made me too smiley, and that is not Tatiana's vibe right now.
What do the three of you
Word.
want to do? I'd say you're still in the hood.
I would have already suggested heading to the leaky cup.
Is there a blacksmith on the way? Or a tannery?
Guess we'll find out.
I'd like to sell the armor that I have and get something superior,
Okay.
if I can.
So yeah, we're on the lookout for a blacksmith or a tanner.
Okay. I would say that you you can find multiple shops, and it's really just about the things that you're interested in. The first two shops that you go to don't really seem crazy about paying for like this expensive set of armor just because they don't got the money. But as you walk up to this third shop, so you go inside, you can see that there is looks kind of, they're definitely a half elf, but you can see that their human aspects are very prominent. Like, you would kind of have to really focus in on the elven aspects.
Mm-hmm.
She kind of just looks over at you all. Well, hello.
Hello, I've got some armor that I'd like to sell, and if I could use it as a trade-in to buy something new, that would be fantastic.
Well, let's see it.
She'll take it out of her bag and show her the fire-resistant studded leather.
Well crafted.
It's from Kessel.
Oh, well, in that case, take it back. I'm just kidding. Tell me about this set.
It's resistant to fire. Other than that, it's just well-made studded leather.
Well, you do understand I have to test it before I buy.
Certainly.
She just lights a match. Cool. What's your asking price?
Oh, well, let's see. It's worth about 1,000 gold pieces. We can start there.
Mm-hmm.
But I'd like to buy some armor from you if that's possible.
What are you looking for?
Just general protection, as opposed to something specific. I prefer studded leather.
Alright. Let's see. Studded leather.
Preferably something enchanted.
Enchanted with what?
Just for the purpose of further protection.
Okay. I think I got something.
Alright.
Any color?
No?
No, it's not a weird question.
Whatever you have.
Okay,
I don't care.
fine. She goes to the back. You can kind of hear her mutter over her voice. They are so weird. Man, they're strange. She comes back with some studded leather. It is
Flames up this.
it is gray. It looks almost as if it was taken off of a skeleton or something that had been in a museum. It looks kind of old.
So am I.
As she brings it over to you. All right. This one is 20,000 gold pieces.
All
But
right.
it's got what you want.
Is that worth it?
And then she takes a hammer and hits it. You can see that the armor's not really denting as much, and there are like sparks that are coming off of it, like slight sparks. But it is effectively a magical +2 armor set.
Should we go by the bank?
Why is it 20,000? Why is it so expensive?
This isn't expensive.
I mean,
This is a really good armor set.
it looks old.
Just because no one's bought it for a while.
Why hasn't anyone bought it?
Probably because it's expensive.
Perhaps you might lower the price so that it's not collecting dust.
Make a persuasion check.
Me? He was the one who asked. Oh, 5.
5?
Yep. Total.
Roll the big dice.
Huh? Oh, yeah.
This is a
I fucked up.
It's a really good set. I think 20,000 is it's a good price.
It's understandable. What? Is it not?
I don't know what armor costs. I usually just steal mine. Saves me 20,000 gold.
We're not going to steal anything from your shop.
Thank you.
What?
I told you you're welcome.
We'll come back for it.
Okay.
Thank you.
Do you still want to trade in?
Perhaps, but I'll take my current armor with me for now. Is that attached to it already?
It's pretty nice.
Well, that set you have in front of you is pretty nice.
How about I will give you double your asking price for it.
Still only 2,000 gold. I mean, 2,000 gold. I mean, let's carry around money.
It was 1,000 gold, right? Not like 10,000 gold. Am I wrong? I feel like it was 1,000 gold when I bought it.
I can't
Oh,
recall.
it was the ring that was 10,000 gold. That was what we were trying to. Yeah, this was 1,000. It's not that nice. I mean, it's lovely. It was made somewhere else, which will fetch her a nice price for it, but I think 2,000 is as good as we're going to get. But I also don't want to promise her that we're going to buy it without asking the rest of the group first.
That's their secret.
I mean, okay. I'm not going to have armor in the meantime. I'm fast, but I'm not that fast.
It's fine. We'll talk to them.
Right.
I don't necessarily. Money really is the. Money is money.
You say that until you don't have any.
You always get it.
We'll be back.
Do you happen to have anything else of interest? I'd be willing to work with you.
I mean, no.
20,000 gold is how much platinum?
200.
200.
Okay.
We all had 100, right?
We all only picked up like 20 plat, right?
No, we all took 100 plat.
Bill took 100.
Oh.
Minus Samaria, who didn't want to take hers.
She has an
2,000.
Oh, it's 2,000 platinum.
2,000
yeah, not
platinum.
200.
Yeah, I was like,
Because
I have 200 plat on me.
platinum
Oh, it's
yeah.
2,000 platinum.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's a lot.
Oh, right, and we had 12,000.
That was 10.
platinum.
It was 120,000
Yeah.
gold total,
Gold, yeah.
which would be 1,200 plat.
12,000.
12,000 platinum. Just
Yeah.
add a
Knock a
zero.
zero off.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have
Please tell me you gave us like
12,000
100,000 platinum extra.
and this armor would be 2,000 out of the 12,000 platinum that we have.
Yeah.
Yes, it would. It's significant.
Yeah, it's a lot.
I mean,
I'm a blacksmith. I'm just interested in things that people might want to buy, or for myself. I like collecting things too.
I don't have anything interesting.
No weapons, no any more armor, no shields, cool ammunition.
Do you take interest in anything small? Do you ever make jewelry?
No. Armor, weapons, my thing.
I don't have anything else. I won't part with the rubies.
That's understandable.
That's all I have.
Well, I'm not a spellcaster, and I'm really attached to this armor. So, what's gonna make us do this trade?
Look, I don't have all that much money. So anything you could do to knock more of the price off. If you could even make it 15,000 gold or 10,000.
Make a persuasion check.
Okay. Okay. All right. Okay.
Good luck.
All right. Okay. All right.
Oh.
Okay.
I feel like there was interference.
There's
It
no,
did hit
there's
the
no
other
interfering
die.
that dice.
The other, I'd like to say the other dice is a natural 20.
No.
Everything gets
bad.
by that dice.
Too bad it's not crooked.
I feel like she was
Yeah, a human
Samaria was
skull would not
rolling
provide
this
interference
dice.
for that die.
to hit the other dice on purpose because that was her.
Nice try.
This is Samaria's roll right there.
So you got a what? A what total?
An 8.
An 8. Okay.
Yes.
The charm.
Yeah,
I do, but I'm not there.
that's accurate. The charisma's not there. She's too honest with people to charm people.
Do you use gems in any of your work?
What?
Do you use gems in any of your work? In your inlay work or anything like that?
I do.
I have a bag full of them. If they're worth anything to you.
Let's see them.
And I'll place out 4 blue gems and 2 green gems. I've had those since a very long time.
Do they have sentimental value to you?
I mean, I like money.
I see. Well, let me get my magnifying glass out. See if I can identify these.
You don't have to do this.
I don't give a shit about that. They're just taking up space.
It's not like she has a calculator or anything. She's just tapping on her paper.
What's a calculator?
Yeah, what's a calculator?
Abacus. Abacus.
Abacus.
Medieval fantasy calculator.
You've got some pretty nice gems. If I can take these and the armor, I'll make the price 8,000.
8,000 gold. Take it.
I don't have 8,000 gold
Let's go get it.
from the bank.
Yeah.
We have to ask everyone first.
Can I use 8,000 gold?
Yeah, whatever you need.
Thanks.
Jeez.
I'm trolling out of it. And I'm gonna break blockchain.
Okay.
Holy hell!
Varian, were you here the entire time?
I was taking a nap.
I thought you said you weren't gonna rob me, guys.
No, this is
I
a
can-
friend. This is our friend. Sometimes he apparently rides around in disguise.
Conserving energy.
Where were you?
In the
In my hood.
in the hood.
You're
In the
going to
hood.
give me a heart attack.
I'm sorry. Samira, can I talk to you outside?
Yes? Okay. Sure.
Exit the shop.
What's wrong?
Not to be crass. Is this what you want to die in? Is that what you're trying to buy nice armor for?
No. The nice armor is so that I don't die again and can protect the rest of you better.
But you want to turn yourself in to King Gron so you can die.
Yes, and I will give you the armor back so that you can sell it before that happens.
I'm just trying to get into your mindset, which is kind of hard to do.
I don't
That doesn't-
understand why.
Me either. I don't understand anything about your martyrdom. You knew the rules, King Gron. You leave, you die.
Not usually. I mean, I'd expected that if I came back quickly, my father would cover for me or something would happen, but
But you knew the risks.
yes, I wasn't able to get the information I wanted fast enough.
So you knew the risks. You left King Gron knowing that you could be found out to die. You left for information. You didn't find the information. So
Not right away.
your plan is to leave, maybe be found out, and die while maybe learning some information or maybe not.
It was important information, Miriam.
What are you going to do with it if you're dead?
I-
It doesn't make sense to me.
I'd like
It
to
hasn't made
destroy.
sense this entire time.
I'd like to destroy the locket first.
You can give that to us if you want to go.
That was the information that I was looking for. Was why it was doing what it was doing.
Well, we know that now.
Yes.
Do you still want to die?
I don't want to die, but I want to go home and.
I'm new to this whole nobility and obeying laws that don't make sense.
They do make sense, Virian. The Kangron, as I was telling Tatiana earlier, it's a military society. Its defense is its sole purpose, and everyone has to do their part. For that reason, we can't have deserters.
So your part is to die?
My part is to ensure that nobility don't think that they can become deserters.
But you thought you could desert.
No, I didn't. I thought I could go to Kessel for a week, 2 weeks, and then come home. The information didn't make its way to me that fast. It was more important that I get the information.
You thought a week or two was a short enough time frame not to be discovered as missing. As a noble of Kangron.
Well, I had spoken to my father the day before I left, and I asked him if I could have permission to go to Kessel, and he denied it to me. So he knew where I was going. That was in private. He could have told them anything. He could have told them that he sent me away. On a mission of some sort.
So let's say we go and we destroy this locket. You're going to leave?
I don't know. I told Val that I'd stay for a while.
What's your duty? To reap what you sow.
Yes. Eventually. Mostly high elves in Kangron, so they can wait for a while.
Well,
Why do you ask?
if you're a dead woman walking, I don't know that I see the logic in using our resources.
That was why I did not accept any gold at the bank earlier.
If
I
you are
completely
not,
understand.
if you're not a dead woman walking, and you want to live your life doing something more meaningful than being a martyr for some stupid man-made law, then I will help you out.
I don't think you get to judge what's meaningful for me.
I don't think your town does either.
They haven't. I have.
By indoctrination, you were raised there to think this way. I was raised to think freely.
Were you? Or were you just raised and indoctrinated differently?
My entire life is not orthodox. I'm a dragonborn raised by a high elf who served in the Stone Soul Vanguard. I was stolen at birth. Before birth. I don't think I've been indoctrinated into anything.
I haven't either.
It certainly doesn't look that way when you're on the outside looking in.
I wish you had that spell that Val has, so you could see inside my mind.
Val's got it.
And he's done it. And he understands the way that I feel and why. But just because he doesn't agree with it doesn't mean he doesn't respect it. The reason I want this armor is so that I can protect you better while I'm here, because I do want to be useful. However, if you don't see it as worth spending the money, I completely understand. It is your money, not mine.
I don't care about money. But I know that people value it. So I have to treat it as if it's important. If you want to keep doing deeds like we did in the Edge of Ender, I just don't understand how you can say that you would rather not save lives and you would rather give your own to not directly save a life or do something meaningful. You're not going to be the last deserter. You already met one other who's escaped for countless years.
Oh, but in my 200 years, I've never seen nobility desert before. And if I go back to die, it will be understood that nobility is no better than anyone else. That's worthwhile for me.
Do they know this?
No.
Okay.
Preventing abuse of power.
Do we know what?
My whole conversation with my mother was in private.
Did I?
She didn't. Yeah,
fuck.
she didn't.
Yes.
She didn't share.
She
it.
hasn't met her.
Take back that
Yeah.
part. Okay, shit.
I was thinking. I was like,
I was there.
was there another deserter?
That's what I was thinking.
I'm
I was
sorry.
like,
I'm
is there
sorry,
something
no.
else?
Yeah, I was trying to
Experience
see if
been a
there was
mouse
someone
for
else.
longer than we thought.
I was gonna say, yes. No, I was gonna say though. If your mom deserted though, isn't that another noble who was deserted?
Yes, and look where that got me. My entire life, trying to surpass that expectation that was laid out for me before I could even walk.
How about you withhold your death until you meet your mom, assuming that she's still alive?
Why? I don't want to meet her.
That may be the stupidest thing I've ever heard.
Why? Why would I want to meet the woman who's caused me the most pain and suffering in my life? I've never met.
She's obviously different.
What pain and suffering could she cause me if I actually met her and knew her? No, I don't think so.
I think so. And I think Val thinks so.
Val thinks a lot of things.
Well, I'm not okay with you spending the gold. So
Very well.
I will open the door to the shop and make my way to the cup.
Thank you.
Okay.
Did I hear any of that? I thought you walked outside to do
I
it.
do walk outside.
Yeah,
Oh,
Open
okay.
the shop back to let her back in.
There we go.
We will not be purchasing the armor with party funds.
What? I really want this armor though. And the gems.
I have about 2,000 gold pieces on me.
So, can I?
I have about 7.
That's 8. That's at least 8.
That's 9.
I'm saying that's at least 8.
It's technically
We said
It's been so long since
we
we've
said
had combat that we just
8,000.
I don't want you spending your life savings on that.
Life savings. I stole most of that.
Again, we will not be stealing from you. I'm so sorry. He's recovering. He's a recovering kleptomaniac.
I'm not.
not recovering.
He is recovering.
Step 1 to the program.
Yeah. You admit you have a problem, and that's important.
So,
I don't know. What do you want to do? It's up to you.
I don't know what happened outside.
I'll tell you about it later.
Well, then let's walk and talk about
In a
that.
more private setting. We'll be back.
okay.
You can hold on to the fire-resistant armor for now.
Nah, take it with you. Come back when you're ready. I'll be here, waiting for that armor.
Why don't you keep it and play with the enchantment a little bit?
All right.
I grab
You
the
said
gems.
so. Okay. So I guess you guys start walking to Leaky Cup. Viren, you get to the Leaky Cup before before they do. Oh my god.
Either of them?
Before them do.
Hug.
And you see Tatiana, who is currently eating and has a drink in front of her. And you see the crowd on the right side of the bar.
I thought you said crab. I was like, what?
I found the crab.
Are you doing anything?
I'm just gonna go over and join. Oh, those dumplings look good.
Try them, they're really good.
Okay. I'll try one.
It's really good.
That's really good.
Do you trust Samaria?
No. But not because of the reasons that I don't trust Val.
Yeah, don't trust Val.
That's fair.
I don't trust her because no kindest way to say it. Her entire mission just doesn't make sense to me. I can't understand these rules and this pride that go along with being a noble, being from a military background.
Kangron is brutal. I don't understand it either.
No, we're going to be going by there if we go to Agora. So I guess we'll see what happens.
Hopefully we don't have any run-ins with those people.
Yeah, hopefully.
You still don't trust Val?
No. To be fair, you shouldn't trust me either, apparently.
What are you talking about?
I think you know what I'm talking about.
Everybody makes mistakes, Varian. You're the most trustworthy person that I know.
Nope. Don't like compliments. Don't give me any.
Have another dumpling. I'm done.
They're like really good. Very, very tender, but not like mushy.
I'll work for the sauce on the plate too, just to get all of it off. Do the cleaning for them.
Nice. So a couple more minutes pass. Bing. You guys are at the entrance of the leak.
Would you have filled me in on the way?
Yep. I relay the information.
As we're walking in.
Don't be angry with him. I understand. The way he feels makes sense.
I feel the same exact way. And I've told you that many times.
Hey, what'd you end up needing that 8,000 gold for?
Oh, nothing actually. He was window shopping.
Just looking at stuff.
Oh. Okay.
I'll figure it out. What the hell's going on over there?
Oh, snail racing.
What?
Oh. Cool. Taint. Anyway. Do you want to get us a few drinks, Samara?
Sure.
Do you want to go look at the snails, Tatiana?
Yeah,
I will go and get drinks.
seems cool.
Let's go.
How much do drinks cost?
I would say.
I missed the onion volcano.
As I'm walking back, like towards the group. Oh, hey, Marion.
Have some more dumplings.
That's going to be.
Not sure it's two yet.
It's going to be 2 gold pieces.
Okay.
And you didn't pay your bill yet either.
No, but
Are you
I'm
ready
coming
to-
back.
okay.
I'm leaving my stuff at the table and just gonna go
Open a tab.
walk
Okay, whatever.
in the
Tab is
direction of the snails.
Okay.
out of.
In that case, it's going to be 8 gold pieces.
But I'm actually looking for a somewhat private corner.
While looking at the snails?
No, I don't care about the snails.
Oh.
Just in the direction of the snails.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then I would say, if you guys kind of walked past the crowd, there are a couple chairs that are kind of sitting in front of the 15-foot space between where the stairs start.
Okay. Oh yeah, because isn't there an upstairs?
Uh-huh. You can see that a lot of the first portion of the upstairs, people are just hanging over the banister, and they're like talking to each other. People are like, just shoving bags of coins into each other's faces, and yeah. As you pass, you can see that they've moved on from snail racing. They're now doing snail tacto, where they have like
Okay.
all these different snails with different colors, and there's food in the tic-tac-toe boxes, and the snails are trying to fill them, and as soon as someone gets 3 in a row, they win.
All right. So I'm actually gonna like pull him aside, not violently. No, just kidding. So can I talk to you about something and keep it between us?
Yes. It's a very loaded question.
Okay. I just don't want to talk to the rest of the group about it yet. Okay.
Okay.
you said that you were doing something to help protect Samaria, right? From the people in Kangron that are coming after her.
Mm-hmm.
The same people are after my mother.
What?
She told me she doesn't feel safe. She's afraid they're gonna find her in a city like this. I guess, she was betrothed to a leader there and she ran away years and years and years ago. But, they're crazy about deserters there and that's why she was hiding out in Uthorn for so long, because nobody goes to Uthorn. And anyway, I don't want her to have to go back there, and if there's something that we can do to protect her, I'm afraid that if Samaria knew this, she would feel like she has to turn her in or something. Do you understand?
Why? Your mom's from Kangron?
Yes, she's from a nearby village, and I guess she was arranged to marry someone there, and he was horrible, and she hated it, and so she got away.
How did she get... Why did she run? Other than the fact that it sounds like a crazy, insane place.
Why did she run? Because she didn't want to feel trapped, because she didn't want to give her life away for reasons that Samaria could never understand.
This roast of Samaria will be on Comedy Central later.
This is a rough episode for her.
It's like 2 a.m.
Did you say who she was supposed to marry?
No, I was so shocked. I never knew that there was someone before my father. That she had this whole life before she ended up in hiding in a town of people that hated her. Apparently she lost a child with him, and as soon as that happened, it just woke her up. She knew she had to get out of there. Do you think you can help her? Do you think it's safe for her to be here? What do you know about the type of people that are coming after her?
Not much. I don't know a lot. Something's off, I don't know.
What do you mean?
It's too good of a coincidence. Could one be after the other?
My mother? And Samaria, you mean?
Mm-hmm.
I can't imagine that my mother is still loyal to them. I mean, she spent her entire life in Uthorn. And if she knew that I was traveling with Samaria, why would she have told me all that? The only other possibility
What possibility?
is that it wasn't such a coincidence that we ran into Samaria.
coincidence that Samaria could be after her.
I hadn't even considered that. After everything we've been through with her, like, obviously I want to believe that this is just a coincidence. I don't know.
I need to go talk with your mom.
Okay.
Can you cover for me?
Wait, without me?
Yeah.
I don't
Look
like
real
that.
suspicious if we both just left. Or just didn't go back to the bar. Or just didn't go back to the bar.
Will you tell me everything that you discussed with her, please?
Mm-hmm.
What do you want me to say?
Tell her I received a message from an old friend I have to go get.
Okay.
But depending on what happens, Samaria will be frustrated, to say the least.
What do you
With
mean?
me, at least.
For leaving?
Yes.
Okay. You understand what I don't want her to know. I know you two are very close.
I get it.
Okay. Okay. Just promise me you won't say anything without talking to me first, okay? To anyone in the group. I don't know that everyone can keep information to themselves.
I understand.
Alright. Sorry, girl. I'll say that you had to run out, and I'll just wait to hear from you.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
And then I'll cast Invisibility.
Okay. You cast it, and as you're walking towards the door, someone is actually leaving. So it's barely even noticeable. I'll say you head towards where Tatiana's mother is. And you go back towards the group.
I'm gonna go to the bar first and get shots for everyone.
Mm-hmm.
Solid.
Okay.
So I come back with like shots for everyone. Well, Val had one of his mysterious errands to run, so I lay him down on the table. We're gonna be here for a while. Cheers.
I don't think that'll settle well with these dumplings.
Actually, it's really good with the dumplings. It's smooth.
I got kind of drunk, like
That's alright, you don't have to.
a few hours ago. When was that, Steve?
It was like
That's how drunk I got.
yesterday, right?
Was it yesterday?
Yeah, it was yesterday.
It was yesterday.
Oh, I get it.
Still hungover.
Yeah.
Oh, you guys aren't gonna make me drink alone, are you?
Can I say that while they were talking, I asked Varian about his dad?
Oh,
Sure. What did you ask?
Just when I came back to the table with the wine, set down. You've mentioned your father more than once. I'd like to know more about him. He sounds like an interesting man.
I guess so. He was gone a lot, but he always took care of us. Always the charitable type. And very, very loyal to his family more than the queen, I would say.
Wow. Do you miss him?
I do.
I hope you found some closure.
That'll be hard to get.
Why do you say that?
Shots.
No, I was about to say. You see what I mean? It's the dumplings.
Oh my gosh.
Why do you say that?
He died away from home.
I see.
Thank you, barkeep.
It's no problem.
Very unexpectedly.
I'm sorry.
I don't even think he was on a mission or anything. So, he wasn't sick. He wasn't anything. He was just alive when he left and did not a few days after.
That's painful. I'm so sorry.
It is what it is.
You guys want shots?
Yeah.
Fast forward. Don't make me drink alone.
So Mary will throw back a shot with shots.
Okay.
She's had a day.
Little shots. Okay. Then, what are you doing?
Necking.
Where to go?
Necking?
No, they just.
Is there-
This was her first kiss.
Is there
Yeah.
anything of note? I'll give you full,
Well, she
full,
kissed-
full creative control.
She's waiting to see the response from her picture.
He absolutely adored it.
I wanted to experience that. But
His response was pre-break when he looked at your picture, smushed your face together, and then kissed you again. That was
Yeah,
his reaction.
he didn't say anything, I guess that's something.
His mouth was busy.
Did he like it?
Actions speak louder
Did he
than
really?
Sumika,
What they do?
I love that picture. That's a good picture. Top pictures I've ever seen.
How do you feel about it? Other than that, like the content.
The content.
You know, like if this were a map
If that were a map,
and it has a message.
I think if it were a map, I would know exactly where to go. It's a path of a path I would walk on to a city that is very architecturally sound.
And you said you didn't have a girlfriend anymore, right?
Correct.
When Sumiko's the practical one in a relationship. Jesus.
Do you do this with all of your friends?
Nope. Because I have friends.
Yeah. You have a lot of friends.
Yeah. Yep.
We met one of them.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
And my friends are your friends.
Then I have a lot of friends.
So now what?
Let's draw another map.
Of what?
I mean, sky's the limit. unless we keep making 3-dimensional maps, and we make more of them, I guess we could continually draw and make more space past the sky.
Oh, I was confused for a second.
I see. Let's go do that. Alright. So you guys do that. Val gave.
I'm not ready for this. So now that I'm up there.
You knock on the door. Or do you?
Yeah.
You okay.
Yeah, I'm not sneaking into a damn warrior's house. My ass beat by mom.
Get a young whooping.
It's not wasting all that water.
Okay. So yeah, knock on the door. You kind of hear the sound of stretching and shit. Who is at my door? She kind of walks over. Yeah. Who is it?
It's your favorite dark elf.
I don't have a favorite dark elf.
It's Valgabe. Tatiana's friend.
Ah, okay. Did you forget something?
I'm not here to kill you. I need to talk to you.
I don't think you could kill me.
You're probably right, but still, that doesn't change the fact that I need to talk to you.
Fine. She opened up the door. Come in.
Thank you.
Close it behind you.
No one followed me.
You can never be too certain. What's up?
I'm just gonna be frank. I need to know everything you know about Cambron.
Why?
Because it's a really heavy coincidence that someone in our party is also from there.
Why was this information that my daughter didn't tell me?
It's between you two.
What do you want to know? More importantly, how can I trust that this person isn't here to scout me out?
I can't, but also the same way that I can't trust that you're not here to scout them out.
Listen here. I'll tell you something about them. They're ruthless. They take a lot more than they give.
Mm-hmm. I get that.
And it is a system of brainwashing.
Thank you. I know. This is not news to me.
What I thought I was getting myself into was completely different than what it actually was.
How does it work? How are they so loyal?
I mean, as elves, you are living hundreds of years. If you're told something all your life, and you don't really have any power or say until you're at least 100, that is 100 years of being told something, and not having a lot of access to the outside world. They don't really have to do anything. It kind of does the work for them.
How long have you been on the run?
It's been a while.
How do you keep them off your tail?
Well, I've been paying multiple people to continually scout out and let me know in case anything happens. I've had a couple of close encounters, but they don't really come to you, Thorin. They see it as beneath them.
Even if one of theirs is there.
They didn't know.
What do the hunting parties consist of?
It depends on who they're going after. If it is someone of nobility, someone who might have had access to maybe higher amounts of information, they're going to send their best. The kinds of people who can kill you before you notice that they're there. The kinds of people who can kill you with other people around and make it seem like an accident. They can leave no mess behind, or they can leave a lot of mess behind and make it look like they were just attacked by like a forest creature.
So they're thorough.
Hmm?
They're thorough.
Very detailed. And I know this because of the level of access that I had while there.
Were you nobility?
Kind of.
So you were marrying into it.
There was a very high status, so I had access to a lot of information for a while.
How high?
The highest. They are two leaders of the town. I was married to one of them.
Which one?
Well, I don't swing both ways. He's...
Is he still a leader?
Yes. That's what my scouts tell me.
You had a child while you were there, correct?
I tried. It works a little different there. Oh. They have these things called birthing chambers. And it's actually... It's kind of sick to think about. But basically, think of a cave.
Mm-hmm.
In this cave, there are dozens of bodies of water. Individual, of course. Large enough to fit a child. But not too large. And basically, a couple that is trying to conceive will go to these bodies of water. They'll pick one, and they do a kind of ritual that links this pool of water to the woman. And at that point, instead of conceiving a child normally, that essence, that child is being slowly born inside this body of water. Do you know why they do that? It's because, they don't want women to go through the pain of childbirth, of course. They don't want, they don't want women to have to be, have to sit down for nine months and be in pain. That's not actually it. The only reason they do it is so that their military force stays strong.
Yeah, there's no one wasted.
Exactly.
I get that. So you were married to the said B leader. And we're supposed to have a child.
Correct.
Or you did have a child, at least.
I didn't. I don't know what happened, but it does happen from time to time. At some point during this child's growth, before they were of full form, they lost their lives. They lost their life.
And you know that 100%?
Yes. There was one person I trusted there with my life.
Who was that?
Can you keep this away from the one that you mentioned is from there?
Yes.
Do you promise? Make a persuasion check.
Natural 20.
Oh,
So trustworthy.
The most trustworthy.
An advisor to Sharon. Her name is Cressel. She may have retired at this point, because she was well in age back when I was there. But she used to advise both of the leaders of that village, and she was the one that delivered the news to me. And she was also the only person I told of my intentions of leaving. Well, not of my intentions, I didn't have any at the time, but of my feelings about leaving. So when she came to my bedroom that night and told me about it,
You left.
I left.
Did you leave anything behind?
Nothing of real value.
If you could be more specific.
I mean, some possessions that I had acquired. But like I said, nothing that meant more than my freedom.
Did you leave close to 200 years ago?
Give or take.
Did you leave a locket behind?
How do you know about that?
Because our high elf is the one in possession of it.
I don't. Doesn't make sense. Why would... That was my gift. Normally...
You give the gifts to the firstborn or a child of yours?
Normally this gift is given to someone who was born there. That was my wedding gift. It was one of the only things that I left that meant something to me. I don't know why, but I always felt calm when I was wearing it. And when I was sparring or in battle, I felt empowered by it.
We've seen what it can do.
I just don't understand why it would make its way to... Was that this high elf. And quite honestly, I'm growing more concerned about this high elf.
It's the theme of the episode.
Why is that?
It just seems as if... It just seems as if this is all too much of a coincidence. And I'm honestly nervous. And I would prefer to find out and, if so, take her out before she takes me out.
I
I'm in
think
my own world.
These are the kinds of things that they do, Val. Val gave.
if she was after you, with the amount of prodding I've done, I would know about it. I don't trust a lot of people, but I trust her.
So where do we go from here, Valgave?
I don't know, without getting you two killed, with you two killing each other. But it's very coincidental that you've left 200 years ago. Ish. She's 200-ish. She has the locket that was yours. She's the daughter of the leader that you were supposed to marry. That supposedly lost the child. Did you see a body?
No, but why would the advisor... Why would she lie to me?
Didn't we just talk about brainwashing and why you left?
Why would she say that?
You get how brainwashing works, correct?
I do. This doesn't make any sense.
No. There's a lot of Kangron that really doesn't make sense.
Why would they seek to hide this from me? Why would they want me to desert?
Maybe because they knew you weren't loyal.
So you think this is all some kind of elaborate test?
Could have been. There's a lot that goes into brainwashing.
What are we going to do with this information?
I have to relate it to Tatiana first.
I'd like to be part of that conversation.
Then why don't I just bring them all here? We can be one big happy family.
Fine. Do it now.
Okay, you should probably put your armor on.
Oh, I am.
Good idea.
As she walks towards her room, and you start hearing like the sword on her whetstone. She was grinding it.
Shit.
In the meantime, thank you so much, Wormwood Gaming, for the 63 raid.
Yeah, hey y'all.
We're in life.
They're going crazy for the drama in the chat.
Wow.
Hey.
We got drama and
We made it a good
love.
time.
I'm dying, okay?
You guys came at the best time, honestly.
All right, let's go.
The best. All right. So, Are you going to call them?
Hey guys.
Fuck, we left my armor at the blacksmith's.
You did. Indeed, you did.
Hey,
How far?
Val. Hope
how-
you're.
How far away is the bar?
I'd say it's like a 5-minute walk.
I'm running back to the bar. I'm not gonna.
Okay.
Hi, my mom.
Okay, you run back to the bar, and the three of them are at the bar, taking. Well, two of them are taking shots. Two of them are taking shots.
No shots for me.
As-
Varian is downing
I'm still
dumplings.
I'm still eating dumplings. I'm doing dumpling shots. I'll put a dumpling in the glass.
Yes.
Pop it on the back.
That's amazing.
As I'm walking up, are there like shots that haven't been drank?
I'd say Tatiana brought over
I
a
brought
lot.
like a whole
Okay,
platter of shots.
Prior to even talking to them, it's just gonna be like,
Where have you been?
Throwing him back.
yeah.
Did your how's your friend?
What?
He said something about an old friend or whatever and ran off. Val.
Tuesday. Did you get in contact? That fast? They responded that fast?
Can I
This is interesting.
can I talk to you or can we?
We should leave.
What's wrong?
Like town?
No, it's just a 5-minute walk.
Well, what did you find out? Did they say something about the night masks?
As I'm like another shot.
Val, seriously, can we?
Who do you need to talk to first?
I don't know. I think you two are related.
What? I'm sorry, say that again.
Natural 20 on delivery there.
You what?
That's a net F.
That's a net F.
Val, we talked about
What?
this.
I'm sorry, what did you
Should be
talk
a
about?
private conversation.
You talked about what? It's not a private conversation anymore.
I needed protection help. Okay, it's personal.
For what? Why?
Val,
What?
Cat's already out of the bag. Damn, I'm not good at this.
What? I don't see how the cat can be out of the bag when I don't understand
no,
what's
I
going
asked
on.
one thing.
We have to go talk to your mom.
Okay,
What?
we'll be
Why?
right back.
No.
We'll explain.
All of us. That was her request.
Why should we all go?
That was her request.
Yes.
I don't understand anything that's going on. Vivian, do you understand? Good. At least I'm not the only one.
Sumiko's not even here.
Despite everything, sorry. Despite everything I know about you, I trusted you. Can you promise me that I should keep trusting you? And you know how hard I hit.
Your mom's a lot scarier than you. I'm sorry. I had to come get you all. And we gotta go. Like, right now.
Can you please explain why? I won't say that the bar
No,
is
You have to
he
promise.
can't,
The
he
interesting
can't
experience.
explain why. Not right now.
It may be a good idea before we show up.
Why?
So we're just gonna lay it all out. Because if it's not laid out here, it's gonna turn into a bloodbath there.
We're not bringing
What
a
are you talking
bloodbath
about?
over to my mother's house.
What the fuck are you talking about?
Her mom's from Kangron.
Oh my god.
And?
I'm gonna hit him.
Roll for hit.
That's like a 22.
Okay.
Oh yeah. Actually, yeah.
Are you? I don't know.
Can I get in the way?
I'd say it's pretty quick. Yeah.
Okay.
And
Additionally,
unexpected. I don't think
you'd
he's
be surprised.
necessarily.
Yeah.
I can't remember what my dice is right now. I'm too upset. Alright, max damage.
Oh, max damage!
Did you roll a nat 20?
12. No. Not crit, but max damage. That's 12 damage that you take. I just punch you.
It just knocks you across the face. You
That's
kind
a lot
of.
of fist.
Yeah, you kind
A lot
of.
of fist. Did you use the weapon too?
No, just straight unarmed.
I'm just
Are you kidding me?
gonna stab you real quick.
Yeah.
Like in Pulp Fiction.
No, I'm not
she
trying
just
to kill him. I'm
punches you
pissed.
right across the face. You stumble back, kind of hit the leg of the table, and fall over a little bit. Or on the ground.
I asked you.
What the fuck was that?
Listen. My mother.
What are you helping about that?
She's also a deserter. She's from Kangron. And, look, I just wanted to make sure she was going to be protected before we told you anything, because I don't know your whole
I wouldn't do
loyalty
anything
thing
to her.
and...
I don't care. She's nothing to me.
Well, she's not nothing to me, and you're always going on about how important loyalty is and the law, and she broke it. She broke it.
Yes. I haven't been tasked with bringing her back.
That answers question number one.
You thought I was?
What am I supposed to think?
That I'm here for the reasons I told you I was here for. I'm not a liar.
Have you ever cared about someone that you needed to protect?
Yes. A lot of
It's
someone's.
not that I don't trust you. It's just
That's what it
that I
sounds like.
know how much your country means to you. Okay? And I just wanted to come up with a plan first before we...
She is probably on the way here at this point.
Why?
Because she expects that Samaria is from Kangron to get her.
Why would she think that? Did you tell her that?
Tell her what? That you were here to get her?
Yes.
No, I thought she was here to get you.
Why would she be here to get me?
Val, I thought you understood why I wanted to keep this between us.
There was no keeping it between us when we're already supposed to be there. All of us. Like, before she kills me, because I kind of did this, can we go?
I guess I need to talk with her then. And she'll get up from the table and start. Are we leaving?
I'm not staying here.
Yeah, but we gotta go to your mom's place.
So I can tell her that I'm not here for her.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm.
God's will.
Fun fact. I'll save that for while we're walking, so I can stand behind you too.
So brave.
That is
Brave.
Is it just the four of you going?
Brave boy.
Are you going?
You coming, Marion?
I'm grabbing my plate
You
of
got your popcorn? You got your popcorn?
Is it just the four of you going?
Yeah.
I'm so confused.
You're gonna be even more confused in a second. I'm backing up.
I don't understand.
Backing up.
You can see the space that he is creating between you all.
What are you doing?
I'm gonna follow his lead.
I don't blame him.
Now the both of them are kind of just standing
I
back.
kind of want to again.
And I'm gonna land Lith on Samaria's shoulder again.
Stop! I don't. They just kill her.
This is my family.
Yeah, well, it's
That
about to
you're-
get a lot more interesting because the mom deserted close to 200 years
It's
ago.
my only family, and I...
What? How close to 200 years ago?
A little bit more.
More than 200 years ago?
And your people are still after her?
I'm not after her.
But your people,
I don't know.
after 200 years?
What else?
It's not
200
something
years
you
is
would
nothing
do.
to us.
Is there bantering? The locket's hers.
The... What?
I know, nobody's after her locket.
No, the locket's your mother's.
No, the locket's my mother's. You can't mean that. How do you know?
Because I asked.
That can't be. That
She
can't
was
be.
married to your dad.
Why did she leave? What reason did she have?
The same reasons I've been giving you for the last 2.5 months.
You've been telling me that you don't want me to go back to die. They weren't going to kill her, I assume.
I have stopped walking.
Yeah, I was just staring at you at this point.
Because it's not normal there.
Maybe not for you.
She thought, she told me that she thought her baby had died.
Why would she think that?
That's what they told her, and
Who's they?
Whoever
Who told her
her
that?
caretaker was.
Samaria, she never would have left.
You
if she
don't know
hadn't
that.
known. Samaria,
I'm gonna
she
keep
kept
walking.
she kept me.
Still walking.
She's as you're walking away. Hey, Sumiko? Hey, Sumiko?
Are those your friends yelling at each other?
We're in the house still. You guys never
looking
came
out the
for me.
window.
Looking out the window here, I heard a lot of sound.
No.
I think those are your friends arguing outside.
Nope. Is there blinds?
There are blinds.
Closing the blinds.
Oh, Sumiko said, not my pig. Not my farm.
She's avoiding them right now. She's gonna close the blinds.
She said, nope.
All right, let's go back to map making.
She's gonna push the map off the table. And then she'll get on the table.
Mm-hmm.
Damn.
This seems like it's going one way, but I feel like it's going to go another way.
And she's gonna try and recreate the poses that she saw in the brothel.
Oh no!
With clothes on. With clothes on.
That makes it better.
Oh, okay.
I can't do this.
Okay.
She doesn't understand what she saw.
Oh.
She's so precious.
She is. She's like a little kid at heart.
Okay. Well, Dane is like, all right.
Is this what people do? Because I just saw pictures of this.
You're very flexible. Thanks. Should I do
Never
that as
mind.
well?
Never mind. Oh.
Oh.
Just gonna get off the table. We should just go back to that lip thing.
we can practice that lip thing in the.
Is that what it's called?
I think it's called kissing.
Oh.
I mean, I'm no expert though. Just
You're probably more of an expert than I am.
don't sell yourself short.
How many people have you kissed?
One.
Oh. Other than me.
None.
Well, that makes 2 of us.
Well, that's splendid. That's
So you never kissed your prior girlfriend, what was her name?
doesn't matter.
Right, DM. Doesn't matter.
Anyways, I'm not going outside.
What outside?
Cool.
As he, goes over and the blinds are already down, he just like turns them. It's like the light is being blocked.
Extra down.
Yeah, so that kissing thing.
Perfect.
So back outside, you've kind of started
into my mom's house.
to walk towards, and what are the rest of you doing?
I'm kind of, if Tatiana's still not moving, I'm gonna kind of like move my face away and kind of start trying to push her towards it.
I'll start walking. Samaria, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna say?
I don't know. I haven't decided yet. Give me a moment.
While they're both walking, I'm gonna kind of trot in front so I make sure I'm the first one to open the door to the mom's house.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So as you guys walk up, you can see that the door is open.
Oh no. Oh no.
Waiting on the porch with a shotgun.
I'm gonna kind of. I would have ran like a little bit ahead just to give it some leeway. So if the door's open, I'll kind of like knock on it.
I mean, you're gonna knock on the open door?
Yeah, if I don't see her.
Okay. You can come in. Come on.
Where are you?
I mean, you have to come down the steps. I'm in the living room.
Oh, I didn't know it was 2 stories. Okay.
It's not. It's like a just,
An entryway.
yeah.
Oh,
It's,
got it.
it's a slanted door, and
Yeah.
you're like walking down the steps into the basement almost.
Cool. I'll walk down there.
Okay. You can see that she is fully armored, plate, and she has her sword out, and she's like,
I'm gonna walk up and just kind of be like, and try and just kind of get her at ease.
you find that she is very powerful,
Very powerful.
and she's like,
Let's chill out, just for a minute. No one's killing anybody.
I come storming in. Val, I'm going to kill you.
Oh God! I'd stay behind the mom.
Mary will have stopped outside of the door.
okay. As soon as she sees you,
Kind of be standing there.
I thought that I could trust you.
You thought that you could trust me. How have I lost your trust? Listen, I didn't think that Val would tell anyone. I just wanted to find protection for you, okay? That's the only reason I brought it up.
It's not about him. Yes, I'm upset about that. But I don't think that a dark elf would ever align themselves with Kangron, so I did not worry about him.
Oh, actually, I didn't really align myself with Kangron, just Samaria.
So, what I am upset about is that you're walking around with this person that's from Kangron, and you didn't even inform me when I told you my whole story.
Mother, I didn't know what to do.
That doesn't seem like an important detail.
I wanted to figure out the best way to protect you first before making you worried about that. I would protect you. I wouldn't let her or anyone else anywhere near you.
Tatiana.
I didn't want you to worry. I didn't want you to disappear.
While your intentions were pure, you do not know anything about Kangron. They do this. They send people. They infiltrate.
They send people who are posing as your daughter.
Not you.
I'm not talking about me.
What? What do you mean?
Same reaction.
Samaria was given a locket as a child. A locket that belonged to her mother.
Okay.
Her mother, who was married to the same man that you were married to 200 years ago.
He must work quick then. He always did want an heir. I assume he had no problem just finding someone and impregnating them.
Why did they give her your locket?
Well, I left it, so maybe...
Mother, she looks like you. I can't believe I didn't see it before. She has her hair.
Where is she?
Sparrow.
I'm right here, you fucking bitch. Come inside. Trying to figure out what I want to say to you.
If this is a joke that you are all playing on me, it's not funny.
Do I look like I'm joking?
You know I'm not that funny.
I try to be.
I'm gonna ready some healing spells.
I'm gonna go ahead and just walk over towards Samaria.
It just doesn't make sense.
I think it makes perfect sense, given the evidence. What doesn't make sense is why you left. Do you care to explain yourself?
I think if you grew up there, you know exactly why I left.
I did grow up there, and I spent every year of the past 200 years wondering why you left, because I can't figure it out for myself.
It's possibly because you have an incredibly toxic father. Your whole society lives and breathes off of oppressing others. You live and die for war. Meaningless war. If you can even name one battle
Yeah,
that wasn't for...
Nah.
So I'm standing between them
Are
to
you?
try and intervene in this exact situation.
That monk speed.
You're not just gonna let her get in one sucker punch? Come on. Well,
It's
it's
her
not gonna
mom.
be either way. It is her mom, that's true. I don't know what to add to that. Is this it right here?
Let's see if it would even hit first.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying. I don't know what
Oh,
to
yeah.
add to that.
Non-armed strike, I guess.
Oh, it's
And
my
unarmed.
unarmed strike is just going to be your, just add your proficiency bonus
Okay.
and your strength modifier.
Strength.
Oof.
8.
That's not going to hit.
That makes
like
sense.
grab it. And then
kind of gets in the middle of you two, and she reaches for, just kind of pulls out her weapon and looks at you.
Is that the mighty Kangron hunting parties?
Don't touch me.
I could go on for hours about how awful that place is.
I could go on for hours about how much of a coward you are for leaving.
It's a good thing I'm not there to please you.
And leaving behind a child. Defenseless in this world that you hate so much.
In the mom's defense, she thought you were dead.
If I knew I had a child, it'd be very different.
Would it? Would you have stayed?
Probably would have taken you with me. So you didn't have to grow up in a place like that. But would I have left you had I known that you were there? She kind of puts her sword on the ground.
You should pick that back up.
Don't tell me what to do.
You hate that.
I do.
Gods, I don't understand people like you.
I don't understand people like you.
People like me.
Yes. I mean, I guess I kind of do. If you live your whole life with someone telling you what to do, telling you what's wrong, telling you what's right, reprimanding you every time you step out of line, even the slightest. Have you ever been outside of the city walls? On your own? Not for a mission?
I've never needed to be.
That sounds like a no to me. I stepped out once, without permission. Spent 2 weeks locked in a room.
Was it worth it? What could you possibly have needed outside of the city like that?
Some fresh goddamn air.
Plenty of fresh air in the city.
I'm not gonna get anywhere with you.
No, you're not.
You are just like them.
No, it's possible to spend your entire life being told what's right and what's wrong. Being told things doesn't mean that you have to believe them. All the same, you can choose to. And frankly, having read about other places, now having seen other places, I still choose Kangron. You all talk about me like I'm some kind of brainless animal that's been trained. I've made these choices for myself.
You're not even pausing at the fact that they tore you out of your mother's arms and lied to her when you were a baby. You're still the only thing you can find yourself to do is stand here and defend that place that tortured her, that separated you. You should have known each other this entire time. She never should have been the miserable woman who gave birth to me.
Let me ask you one question.
No,
I
I don't think so. I'm sick of you.
I'm going to talk. You can choose.
Val blocks her.
Nope.
Yep.
Nope. You're pushing past. What do I have to roll?
Let's have grapple checks. So
grapple checks. Yeah.
You would be the athletics, and you could either try to push him out of the way with your athletics or use acrobatics.
Can I use a luck?
You may.
Rude. Fucking rude. Did you just crit?
Crit failed.
Oh,
natural
one. Oh no.
Yikes.
Rip.
Sorry, I gotta put a nat F in the chat for you.
Alright.
Okay. Yeah, you are not prepared for the ferocity
that is behind this like push.
Don't fucking touch me.
She walks up the steps and leaves.
I'm gonna poke my head out the door and cast polymorph on Samaria.
This just keeps getting better.
This conversation
You have to make a wisdom save, right?
Wisdom save. Yeah.
Go ahead and make a wisdom
This will
save.
be the one time you roll well.
I know. It had fucking better be.
Oh, you better.
Are you gonna roll it here?
Yeah, I'm gonna roll it.
All
Here.
right.
You wanna put it on the map?
It's on the map cam. Everyone can see.
14.
That's a 14.
That's flat?
What's
Yeah.
your DC?
I don't
that's
have
16.
it. Ah, okay.
Oh.
What am I polymorphed into?
You are a spider.
Okay. Oh.
Not a giant spider. Just a spider. And I'll walk over
Big
and I'll
girl.
pick you up.
Oh no!
Come along, little spider.
Not.
And I'll take her back to her mom.
Oh shit! Karma's a bitch.
Holy God.
I need a second.
Second break.
Oh no.
This episode
Yeah,
is
this
the
is
best.
time. Damn.
Oh.
Okay.
Viewers, if you haven't
So-
seen us before, now you want to.
Viewers, Samaria called our party drow a spider the first time they met.
Yeah.
That is
Wow.
poetic
That's
justice.
some poetic
The
justice.
polymorphs have to be poetic.
So as you walk back in, with kind of your hand like this, what do you say?
Can I bite him?
Yeah, you can bite them.
I bite you.
Ow.
I like infinite healing. So.
I think it's like a D4 or
That's
something.
fine. I have her here. You can continue to talk. She can understand you.
Point of damage.
I'm fine. Thanks for asking.
I have a couple of questions for her. She doesn't have to answer, obviously. She probably can't in that form.
Wait. Tell her what it was like when you found out, when you were told that your child had died.
I'll sit down for that.
I'll sit down for that.
Yep.
It was quite
Sorry, bud.
quite possibly the worst pain that I've ever been in. Through all of my battles and all of my close run-ins with death, nothing hurt more. I don't see why that matters. To know my pain.
And if you had known that she lived, is there any chance that you would have left her there to get away?
She would have never left my side.
For all the differences we have had, I know that that's true. And that's all that matters.
I retract my questions then.
Just gonna give this to you.
What do I do with it?
Don't.
Keep it the fuck away from me. I don't know.
That's for calling me a spider. You thought I forgot.
Who's the spider now?
Word flex, but okay.
Alright.
I'm gonna hold it out. I was gonna hold it out to the mom. That's a terrible idea.
No, it's a
Well,
bad idea.
I mean, she's gonna hurt him.
I'm just gonna.
It hurts. Obviously, this has been a rough day. Finding this out. I'm still very confused as to why they would hide it from me. It just hurts to hear the same kind of things come out of her mouth that came out of his.
I know that. I can understand that. It's amazing to me that I didn't see this sooner. Other than that, it's completely outlandish, and why would I ever think that? You don't just look alike, you fight alike. You're two of the most fierce fighters that I've ever seen in my life.
Well, strength runs in my blood. I need some time.
Yeah.
Can I maybe talk tomorrow?
We should come up with a plan for avoiding anyone killing either of you. I'm gonna go finish off those shots.
So you leave?
First, I'm gonna walk up to her and not hug her because we don't do that, but just put a hand on her shoulder. And then I'm gonna leave.
Before you leave,
Okay.
she's going to take her hand, and the hand that you have outstretched, she's going to take her hand and put it on top. She's going to pull you in and give you a hug. And she kind of whispers in your ear, I don't know what to do. I feel very lost. I'm confused. I'm angry that she had to grow up without me.
None of that ever should have happened to you.
But let this be known. I will take my own life before they ever get me back.
I will do everything I can to make sure that doesn't happen.
She lets go of you, walks into her room, shuts the door.
So is she just a spider now?
She's very fragile.
I'm like,
I bite Val.
Don't poke.
4 damage for you, but
Extra.
It's kind of ironic. Your first words to me. Let's go to the bar.
How long does polymorph last?
I was just looking.
Isn't it only like a minute?
It's up to an hour.
Oh shit!
I mean, I can break it whenever.
I'm gonna be polite.
technically her first words to you were "fuck you,"
That's true.
which
That's true.
also happened.
Which also happened.
That's true.
Hey, at least she's, honest.
Prophetic words from
Consistent.
Samaria.
Consistent, yeah.
I want to go ahead and put my hand down.
Let's see. Max range on this is 60 feet. So I'll get 60 feet away toward the bar. And then I'll
I'll be polite and stand by the spider.
just break polymorph and just
I'm with
start
you.
running to the bar. Not that she doesn't know where I'm going.
I'm gonna immediately go and take the hand axe off my back
I bob and
and just hold it.
I'm just gonna.
Just hold it. Nope. Don't touch me. No. I'm not gonna hurt him, I just want to wing him. Just a little.
Oh, Varian? Go ahead.
I have nothing for that woman. We should put the hand axe back.
As you guys,
Has she closed the door behind us yet?
yeah. Oh yeah.
Gotta go back to it. Knock on it.
Okay.
I'm like,
I'm not gonna hurt her.
I thought I said we'll talk
You
tomorrow.
need to leave here. You can't stay in Stonehaven.
She opens the door at this point.
You need to leave. You can't stay here. You need to go somewhere where I'm not going to know where you are. I'm not going to do anything to you, but I'm going home. And I can't promise you I won't tell them. I don't want to, but I think you know that I'll be telling them that tea, whether I want to or not. Well,
Okay. It's good to know where you stand. The door's closed. That's where we're gonna end game for the night.
Holy shit!
Oh,
That's where we're gonna end game.
you guys are gonna have to tell all of us to Sumiko later too.
So
And loot.
Do you remember how Val's
why would she punch your mom?
second family went over?
I completely planned on ending at 10:30 p.m.
I
EST,
know.
It was too good.
but it was too good.
I was begging you with my eyes not to.
And then the
Oh.
64 raid hit, and I'm like, all right, guys, we got to give them a show.
Whatever.
Thank
This
you.
bomb dropped. Like
Yeah.
we would have collectively
The R-
attacked
the
you if you
RP.
tried to end.
I have
at
known
10:30.
the whole time, and
Are
he
you
gave this to me
kidding
when I
me?
guested.
What?
Yeah.
You've known the entire time?
He gave this to me when he was like, "You're playing Samaria. You can pick your
my
class.
God.
She's a high elf. Also, she's Tatiana's half sister." I was like, "Okay."
Yeah,
Yeah.
Samaria and I, Olivia and I have had that
We are not the same person.
in our back pocket
Yep.
since she guested. When
Yep.
I thought she was only going to be here for a one shot,
Holy shit.
I was like, this character is going to be important, even if Olivia, just does a one shot.
That's why you were like, this character will come back regardless.
yeah,
Oh my god.
yep.
Oh
Turns
my
out you guys are-
God, I had no idea.
Yeah. And it
Half
was
sisters.
killing me.
I was just like, even when I looked at the art, was like, they look kind of alike. Like,
it's just the artist.
we can have two redheads and they don't have to look like that much alike.
All right. So that was our sesh.
Shut up.
I had a lot of fun.
Show up next week and see
Thank
more.
you all so much for coming through. Thank you again to Wormwood Gaming for the monster raid, and you guys
This is amazing.
for
Shout out.
for sticking through.
Yeah, those of you that stuck around. thank
Yeah,
you.
coming in at a super dramatic point and just being like, "Oh, this is dramatic."
Yeah.
It's like that
Popcorn.
ugly fight.
Popcorn.
That ugly fight you just can't look away from.
All right, so we normally play on Sunday at 5 p.m. EST. However, today is a fluke because of Easter coming up. So this is going to be rebroadcasted on Sunday, but then moving
Do you want to see
forward,
the first half?
yeah, you need to see the first half. But moving forward, we're back to our normal Sunday at 5 p.m. EST, and we also have a podcast called Air D&D, where we drop all kinds of D&D content as far as like the discussions. It's a talk show where we have a revolving door of guests, and we just talk D&D. And
Yeah, it's turning into a
Check it
really
out.
cool community thing where we have
I'm
a bunch
loving
of guests lined up in the TT RPG community. So, yeah.
I dropped it in the
Give us a
in the
listen.
Twitch chat.
I believe I've heard the podcast.
ChaosConductors.com.
If you have heard of the podcast before, then I'm happy at that.
What?
I'm happy.
That's so
at that.
exciting.
Yeah.
It's only been out for
It's
a
a
short
cool
period of time.
podcast.
Yeah,
Fine.
we are. This is our fourth week of the podcast, at least.
We got this half of the room done. Yeah.
Yes.
Yep.
And we will have those episodes drop Thursday at noon, and I'll talk about it on Twitter, on all of our social media channels. So make sure that you're following on those so you know what's going on. And where can they find us?
ChaosConductors.com.
Ooh,
Yeah.
damn.
Links to us on Twitter, Instagram,
That's what I posted
All
in
the
the
stuff.
chat because it's
Podcast,
everything.
merchandise.
all the stuff,
Merchandise.
all the stuff.
YouTube. But I think we're at Chaos Conductors everywhere.
We are.
Yeah.
We are still at
We're
Chaos
super
Conductors.
easy to find.
Except YouTube. Help us get our subscriber count.
Yeah.
I
We
mean,
need more subscribers on YouTube so we can
YouTube
get a
grind.
custom URL.
Please.
So,
Yeah.
help.
Yeah, thank all of you. I couldn't say it at the time because there was some good some
RP
amazing
is
RP
king.
going on.
Yeah.
But thank you so much to the people that followed
I'm ready for the rest
during
of
our
the
stream. And Mad Hatter Girl 56 says, "I'm going to follow everything after you guys."
Oh,
Maybe
We'll keep
nice.
the drama coming.
There's a lot more to
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
You
Thanks,
guys got the
guys.
drama. I'll bring the love.
We'll see you next time.
I need that.
No,
You keep
literally,
I
if
need
you
that.
go back and watch it, part 1 of the episode is just Sumiko goes on an awkward date, and it's amazing. Like,
There's a lot of Sumiko to catch early on.
Yes. Amazing.
But yeah. And on Twitter, we're at Chaos Conductors. And I'm also at DM of Chaos C. I post a lot about Chaos Conductors and D&D stuff. So feel free to check me out too. We'll talk. Let's talk.
all right.
All right.
Hey.
Then you all have a wonderful Wednesday.
Yeah.
Or Sunday if you're watching it on Sunday.
Yeah.
Sunday.